I'll chuck you off screen.
Welcome to another episode of What's Up Thailand. As always, we love to hear from you, so please feel free to share your comments and questions in the chat. We'll be opening up the panel for discussion as soon as we run through our main stories. If you enjoy the show, please like, share and subscribe. If you have any complaints, please email Andy at andydon'tgiveashit.com.
What's up, Thailand? Waking up to the golden sun in the land where smiles have begun. Temple shining, story old, from Bangkok heart to Chiang Rai soul. What's up, Thailand? The land to be, from the mountains high to the Andaman Sea, dancing in the streets, a joyous parade where dreams are made in the land of smiles. Floating markets, flavors so fine, coconut curries and sweet sunshine. Elephants roam through ancient lore. In this kingdom there's always more. What's up, Thailand? The land to be, from the mountains high to the Andaman Sea, dancing in the streets, a joyous parade where dreams are made in the land of smiles. Floating markets, flavors so fine, coconut curries and sweet sunshine. Elephants roam through ancient lore. In this kingdom there's always more. What's up, Thailand? The land to be, from the mountains high to the Andaman Sea, dancing in the streets, a joyous parade where dreams are made in the land of smiles. What's up, Thailand? The land to be, from the mountains high to the Andaman Sea, dancing in the streets, a joyous parade where dreams are made in the land of smiles.
So I guess that's it. Well done. Welcome to What's Up Thailand.
Yeah.
How are we doing?
Good. Good. 1 sec, mate. Oh. Okay. I'll turn off John's microphone for a minute. How are you going, Andy? Anyway.
Oh, I'm doing fine. Like, say hello in the chat already. Frosty, good morning.
Yeah.
Or good
Morning,
evening,
Frosty.
or wherever you are. No idea. Yeah, I'm fine, mate. It's pissing down with rain outside at the moment, which is
Really?
good because it's been super hot last few days. Yeah, it's cooled
Yeah.
down.
Hot weather starts now, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, it starts any time really after February and goes on, but it's been like 36, 37 here in Bangkok during the day. It's been very hot, but now it's very cool. Rain,
Oh, okay.
thunder. I'll get my electricity will go off at any second. But can you hear me okay? Because I'm trying
Yeah,
to
yeah,
mic
good,
out.
good as gold.
Okay,
No, good as gold, mate. No problem at all. No problem at all.
all right then. Hello, Johnny.
Okay.
No.
No, his mic's off. Hang on. Yeah, go on.
No, I put it on. I put it on. It's a bit noisy around here that time of the day. But hello, gentlemen. How we going? And hello,
good.
greetings from Thailand.
Yeah.
I think we have an extra panelist there.
No,
Why not, eh?
it's that time of day when, you know, kids start getting home from school and, you know, people are organising shit in the afternoons and, you know, all that kind of stuff. It's cool. It's cool. Real fun.
Okay. Okay. Let's have a little chat here before we get excited. Double pricing. Okay. You okay with that one, Andy?
Yeah. I mean, well,
All
I
right,
have my own, which won't go down well,
Yeah,
but
sure.
they are.
Cool. All right. Well, I'll just play this and we'll have a little chat.
Go for that. Yeah. Cool.
Double pricing in Thailand refers to the practice of charging tourists higher prices than locals for goods and services. This phenomenon is prevalent in various sectors, including Tuk Tuk rides. Tourists often pay more for Tuk Tuk rides than locals. Taxi fares. Some taxi drivers charge tourists higher fares than locals. Markets. Vendors may charge tourists higher prices for souvenirs, clothing, and other items. Department stores. Some stores have different price tags for locals and tourists. Entrance fees. Tourists often pay more to enter temples, museums, and national parks. Tour packages. Tour operators may charge tourists higher prices for tour packages than locals. Restaurants. Some restaurants have different menus or prices for tourists. Street food. Vendors may charge tourists more for street food.
Oh, where do we?
Where do we
Where do you want to
start?
start on that one, eh?
I'll
No,
start.
no.
I'll start it off if you like. Sorry to overcut everybody. Because I spend most of my time in villages and things like that. And as we know, many years, I pay the same as everybody else. If I go to the the bigger areas and things like that, say a market or something of that nature, food's virtually the same because it's all got a price tag on it. Doesn't matter who you are. You know, Bangkok, your touristy areas, yeah, you're gonna get charged a bit more. Don't forget there's that many apps for taxis and transport and stuff like that, and that's fixed before you hit the button. That's what you're paying. So many years ago, it was benevolent. You know, it was the white man or the black man too. Where it was kind of seen as you're in our country, you've got money, so we're going to try and subtract as much as we possibly can. And I don't blame them. But I think nowadays a lot of that attitude is kind of left. There's a lot more equality because there's a lot more harangues in villages, in relationships, you know, and the larger family groups. So that it's still there in the tourist areas, but in the larger part, I'd say, the temples don't really charge it. It's only the touristy ones in Bangkok. But you know, something like if national parks, stuff like that, you pay a bit extra. But it comes back to visas. It comes back to a lot of other things. If you're just a tourist, yeah, you're going to pay. If you got the correct visas and you do the right processing, you'll get your ID card, which means that you pay the same as everybody else. So that's my statement on it.
Yeah. There's many incidents I had when I was living there, Johnny. I went to I can't remember the name of the place. It was a a park up in the mountains, right? So I went in there and they wanted to charge Mal 50 baht, and I went to pay mine. He wanted 400, and Mal went off a banana when I offered him. I had you know permanent visa there. What do you call it? Retirement visa there. And yeah, I showed him that and blah blah. Why should I pay for lung prices and stuff? But they wouldn't budge on it, and eventually they let me through with the 100 baht with the same as the locals price. But many times, you go through markets and stuff, and you'll point to say a mango or something that's 10 baht, and they want 70 baht out of you. This was all going on about 10 years ago, but I think it's changed a lot now. But if you go to a market and you want something, you're going to pay 2-3 times the price that local will. So I used to point at things when Mal was behind me. She'd walk off with me, and I'd pick it up and look at it, and we'd meet up sort of a couple of stalls up. I'd say, I'll give him that blah blah for that. She went back and bought it, but if I had bought it, I would have paid quite a bit for it. And this it's upsetting when you live there. But tourists, charge a pretty ass, I reckon.
I think the things where we have to think about, by the way, hello, Lieutenant Nescafe and Mark, good day. Thanks for joining. The people that work here and not necessarily have got a Thai passport, phalanx, or have a residency, but they actually work here and have a work permit, they pay tax. Now, the argument is, where does that tax go? But theoretically, that tax goes to places like parks, national places that have an upkeep from the government, and that's where our taxes go. So as far as I'm concerned, if a tourist comes in for 2 or 3 weeks, yes, he should pay more to go in there because he's not paying the tax that we allegedly should pay. I mean, I don't know where my tax money goes, but it should go to things like that. So all I'm saying is that on food markets, that's way out of order, and that's just like ambushing a tourist. And there's also all the scams where tourists get charged more. But when it comes to national parks, I can't think of anything else at the moment. Maybe you guys can help me out. But national parks they depend on taxpayers' money, and if you're not paying tax, they should contribute. So I've been to national parks where Thais get in for free and tourists have to pay 200, or the Grand Palace, like atrociously marked up. But I think, they come from another country where their income is probably greater than the incomes are here. We pay our taxes. So as long as you're working here with a work permit, or you're a resident or a Thai passport, whatever, then you should, no matter the color of your skin, you shouldn't have to pay what a tourist pays. And that's where, to be honest, the argument starts, in my opinion. In a market, totally out of order, and then you need to rattle off or get your wife to rattle off. No, it's that price, and they normally will come down, in my opinion.
And if you go to a park and pay, say, 500 to get in, right, and they pay 50 sometimes with some parks, they can't afford to pay the money we can, but we can easily afford it and have a great time, and it's something special for us. So basically, shut up and just give them the money. Don't worry about it. That's what I reckon. Pay the extra.
It cost me £40 to go in and see Westminster Abbey last time I was in London.
Yeah,
£40 for going in, right. And Tower of London is about the same, and so forth, and so forth. That's for everybody, man. It's not like cheaper for English people. So people do, charges to go into places are quite high. But I think, as you said, Stephen, Thais, they can't afford that. And why should they when they're paying in taxes for the upkeep of that place in the first place?
Now, we love the place, and we're tourists, and we're going there to enjoy ourselves, and some of us being pigs. We'll get to that one later. And they're putting on things for us to see and look at and be fascinated with. Okay, give them some. I mean, if you pay 400 baht, it's not a lot of money, for Christ's sake. And that one. What's that? That's about, I don't know if it's 400. I think it's Use a glass, please, John. Where's your manners?
Well, no, but the thing, the
400,
thing,
say, for argument's sake, 400 is about $20 Australian. Big deal. We can't go to anything that we own in Australia for $20 friggin' dollars.
About $100.
but I mean, have you guys ever been to Angkor Wat in Cambodia? Right, it's like you can get 1 day, 2 day, 3 day. It's like $30 a day or whatever. Cambodians free to go in.
Yeah, that's fair enough. They can't afford up on it.
In honesty, because like I spend a good amount of my time in this country and do stuff that puts money into the economy. At the end of the day, if I'm going to go somewhere, I don't get cheap Charlie about it or anything like that. I'm there because I wanted to go, and if my wife gets in for free or 20 baht, and I'm going to pay 200 or whatever, I'll whinge, moan, and complain all day, but I'll just pay it.
Yep, that's the way, mate. That's the way.
But
look, you go, John. Sorry to interrupt, but if you go on a holiday and you go, say, down in Paddy, what's the big one? That big temple, that wooden one. What's it called? Blah blah.
The Temple of Truth. The Temple of Truth.
Yeah, I think it's 400 baht to get in. I'm not sure. You pay for it and you go, but I'm not paying that, and walk off. But some other guy, one of your mates went there, paid for it and had a fantastic time, very good, blah blah. You're the one that's going to miss out.
Well,
because you're too fucking tired to pay it. Sorry,
don't forget, it's cost you 400 baht to get there. So then it's going to cost them 400 baht to get back to the hotel and another bar or whatever.
Yeah,
Dickhead.
Well, Johnny, it's cost them 30,000 baht in airfare to get there.
That's the other side. Probably more, Andy.
I think a little bit more than that, Andy. But the whole part about it is, why do you want to come to the kingdom? It is the Thai people are probably one of the best cultures in Asia or Southeast Asia. Living here is not that, look, I have my allergies and stuff like that. So for me, things are a little bit different. But the whole part about it is, you can be well fed and watered on 100 baht a day. If you want to, and some of that street food is friggin' beautiful, wonderful, to die for stuff. And then there'd be a cheap Charlie on, I'm going to pay to do that. That's against my principles. What a fuck we'd stay at.
Yeah, okay.
Well,
another one's Tuk Tuks. I went to a place in Thailand once, and where all the tourists go, and I get out and I'll make it up. I can't remember. He wanted 100 baht for the trip, and I said, I'll give you 80. And he said, oh, no, I want 100. Oh, no, I'll give you 80, 85. And I'm sitting there, and a tourist come up behind me. He said, do you know how much you're arguing with him about? I calculated it out. Jesus Christ, it was about 50 cents. I thought, oh, yeah, okay. So I just go, people don't realise, yes, some tuk-tuks go a little bit wild, but if you're reasonable with them, and the first question, your first time in Thailand, that dictates the price. Yeah, I've been here many times. Say that and you'll probably get a decent fare, but just shut up and pay it.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you take a tuk-tuk in Bangkok and you're a tourist, I guarantee, because you have to barter the fare anyway, you'll pay a higher price than if my wife or Johnny's or yours, Stephen's wife would hail a tuk-tuk. It would be a different price. And in a way, you can't blame them. I mean, I would probably do the same.
I realised that after that incident, how much I was arguing over Andy. And nowadays, if I do get a tuk-tuk, I'll tip them. If it's 100 baht, I'll give them 120, 30, 40, 50, whatever. Depends how drunk I am.
We did a group of us quite a while ago. Kind of met up. I tuk-tuk. Oh yeah, how much to go from Soi Cowboy to Nana Plaza? And the fellow said 100 baht. I said, not a problem, mate. So 4 of us jumped in the thing and away they went. And as they were getting out, they were each giving him 100 baht. I said, what the fuck are you doing? It was 100 baht for a whole lot of us. And they went,
Didn't
oh,
they?
it doesn't matter. But that's fine. That's fine. But drunkenness comes into it, but I wasn't drunk. the whole
No. Yeah.
the whole part about it is, that's a once in a lifetime experience when you do that. You
Yep.
couldn't afford to live that lifestyle on a longer term. Too expensive, number one. And why would you want to? But that's what I mean. I enjoy. Well, I enjoy sitting out the veranda with me and Andy talking bullshit and having a couple of beers.
A couple.
Yeah.
Well, we are very astute about what we drink, Andy. You know, we're
Oh, of course. Yeah.
responsible adults. You know.
Hope you were drinking out of glasses, Johnny.
Yeah,
I tried it, Stephen, but no.
Glass bottle, Stephen.
Hey, Johnny, raise the pinky, please. Use your manners.
I did.
No, another incident with Shang Mice. It didn't happen to me, my mate. Goes up there, goes to a restaurant, and he looks over, he spent about 200 baht, on a meal, blah, blah, and they come with a bill, 400. He said, it was only 200. He goes, oh, no, that's for locals, for lungs are different. How's that one?
Well, at least he admitted it.
Yeah.
I would have said to him, there's your 200, that's all you get, and see you later. I had an incident.
Yeah.
And I told you about this one, Steve, but I went into a bar, had a drink.
Oh, yeah.
And I put the bar tab was, because I bought another person a drink, and I don't like aircon stuff, you know. I put 200 baht, $100, 100 baht notes in the bin. Walked outside, had a cigarette. They walked out and said, "Oh, excuse me, sir. You need to fix your bin check." I walked back in, and there's 120. I said, "I never had a 20 on me, so if it means that much to you, here's another 20. Shove your bar up your ass and go fuck yourself." This owner started carrying on, and where I'd been playing a little bit of pool and pissing around at another place, later today, that one walked across and said, "What's wrong with him?" And I said, "Well, she's kind of trying to stitch me out." I said, "If 80 baht, or whatever, is her biggest thing for sticking it up to foreigners, I'll do my darndest to tell everybody to keep away from the place." And the whole part about it, social media is a very powerful thing. It's all I did was, okay, just put it there. Yeah, I was angry. Don't worry about that. But when she started trying to belittle me, I just said, "Shut your freaking mouth. Otherwise, I'll plant you because you're being disrespectful for me. You call the police and you play back your video footage." And she said, "Oh, video camera not work." I said, "Yeah, of course it don't work when you don't want it to work." But those things happen. And
Yeah, John, that's the price you pay when you go and drink in Pattaya. You get there's some
it wasn't actually
stealers there.
It was in another area, but the whole part about it, there are people that go, "Oh, just a dickhead drunken flying." The thing I was playing.
When you're drinking there, Johnny, you've got to. Sorry, go on.
And the thing is, I spent the afternoon playing pool. Many years ago, I was pretty good at it. Hadn't played the game for 20 years. Me and Perrin had a game in Pattaya, and I was shit at it. But having a few games at this one little bar, and I spent half the day, believe it or not, drinking fucking soda water. So when I went across there to have a beer, and they thought, "Oh, he's a drunk for Wang, we'll stitch him up." Well, what, for 80 baht? Well, good luck to them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not good, some of it. The thing is, when you're drinking in these bars, you've got to. They have a little cup. What's a cup called? They put in a cup for you, your bill. You've got to keep your eye on it. And if you're sitting there and you want to talk to someone, a lady comes up and talks to you, they're going to want a drink. Just say to them, I'll buy you one drink. How much? Make sure you know how much you're going to pay. And yeah, if you want to buy her a drink. It's usually 150, 200 baht, so whatever.
Yeah.
Just say one drink. That's it.
Yeah, I think that's the same as any when I go to a country I haven't been to or I'm not familiar with, that's the first thing I do. If I go into a bar, I look at the menu anyway, and then I'll make sure that's the price. Not because I think they could be swindling me, but they could be, and you've got to get it right. The same as anyone that comes to Thailand needs to look at the rules of Thailand and what do Thai people do and what's not acceptable. You can't just go waltzing in here and thinking it's the same as bloody Wimbledon in England or bloody Adelaide in Australia or whatever other town you come from. It's a different culture. And if you want to enjoy it, you need to do a bit of research before you come. Anyone that doesn't do it is a complete and utter fool.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's right. Yeah.
Well, that's correct, Andy. And in response to do some research, we collectively and that have been on YouTube telling people about stuff for a lot of years. And we talk about our own experiences and things like that. So, and it's not only us. There's others that give good sound advice. If people heed it, that's good for them. If they don't, well, they pay. Like I say, I the one thing about it is, no matter what, regardless, to pay the bill and walk away. That is the cheaper option.
John, if you get charged too much, it's supposed to be 100, you get charged 200. You can argue all you like. That's it. They're not going to back down from it. No, we'll call the police on you. The police will come and make you pay the 200 baht. So it's better just to pay it. And, well, like Johnny said, just don't go back there. There's another incident which happened many years ago, Johnny. Remember the taxi driver pulled over, grabbed a machete out the back of his boot and attacked the American tourist and killed him?
Yeah.
That was over 50 fucking baht. But the taxi driver said, it will all come out later, he had hot coffee when he got in the cab, and because he put his meter on or something, like he poured the hot coffee over the top of the taxi driver, and this all came out later. And this is the result of so many people have been killed in this situation, Johnny, because if you disrespect a Thai like that, you're in for it. So basically, if you get charged too much, pay the fucking bill and just get out of there, and make sure your bills don't get up around 3 or 4 grand, obviously.
Well, like the thing is, at the end of the day, I conduct myself as a pretty humble person and respectful. And even if I'm getting fucked over, I kind of, oh well, that's okay. But if somebody starts talking to me like I'm a piece of shit, like that one in the hotel, in that little bar type of thing, so I just went in to check it out. And so I was carrying on like that. That's when I arced up and I said, you call the police, your CCTV camera. I said, I paid you more than what you asked for anyway. So shut your mouth. Don't disrespect me, because if you get me angry, you're not going to be happy with it. And I mean that. And she was mouthing off, just walked away. And the other girl walked across, like I say, and virtually told her to shut her fucking mouth, that she was way out of order. And that was the other thing, is because I'd been around a few other places, eateries, a little bit of entertainment, whatever. I'd kind of been known that, he's not an aggressive man. He's not a stingy man. He won't try and stuff you over. He won't try and, be disrespectful in any way, shape or form. That's where she copped it from the other people around her. So I suggest, ring the police. Please do. And then we'll have a look at your footage. Yeah, and I had no problem with that.
But to be honest, I think it's much easier, as we've probably said, is to just play it cool and be the calm guy. And even if they're out of order, yes, you got to say your thing, but in a calm voice. And then if they get super aggressive, then it becomes a problem. And I agree, you have to do something. But don't forget, as a Falang, when you do something, there may be consequences. Whether the police
Look,
arrive.
you're right, Andy. My buttons were pushed where people shouldn't push them. And that was the thing. It was getting close to it. That's why I just said, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
I'm not going to argue with you. I don't need to argue with you. You fucked me over. You're a thief. You're a fucking liar. And I just walked up the street saying, "Fuck you, you fucking bitch." Ring the police. I don't care, because what am I going to be charged with? Nothing. When we talked to the police, we said, let's go back and have a look at video footage. Of course, the cameras won't be working. Yeah, but when other bar owners are around, I'd drop in, have a beer here, a beer there, say g'day, and just float around a little bit, have a couple of games of pool, and go home and go to sleep. I'm not the bad person there.
No.
But this is the thing why I brought this story up. Is no matter what. And like I say, she kept on going. She wanted the reaction. And I wasn't going to give it to her. But if she had got one, she wouldn't have liked it. But the whole thing was, just pay the money, walk away.
I mean, I've had altercations, over the years. Not many, thank God. Maybe 2 or 3, where I've taken on somebody like that, and then they call in their friend. And then their friend is also, on the side of their friend. So it's 2 against 1. And to be honest, it's just not worth. It's worth just walking away, losing face, as they would say. For us, it's avoiding a confrontation, because they can go so wrong. They can go very wrong, because then the boyfriends come round from a corner there, and before you know it, you've got a whole fracas going on. Then the police come and they have no idea what's going on. And they'll take this, they'll say, "Oh, it's a drunk Falang," and automatically take the other side,
Look, believe me, over the years, I've had my altercations, and the people have been smart enough to keep right out of it. But it's something I don't like. I don't like being angry. I like being happy.
Look, it's all negative energy, and that doesn't get you anywhere on either side. You understand? And then once you've walked out, you've got enough conversation amongst those receptionists or ladies to keep them going for a week. Oh, and they'll tell a story to them, the grandmothers, their nieces, their nephew. It's a whole big story for them, because it's something that happened in their life, and you have nothing to gain from it. Nothing. I'm not saying you have to be ripped off. If it's 100 baht, who cares? If it's 200 baht,
even if it's 1,000, pay it.
If I was being ripped off for 1,000, I would stand my ground, to be honest.
Yeah, but the thing is, realistically, depending on what area you're in, type of thing. Even if it's
that's true.
Even if it's 1,000, pay and walk away, because it's easier to walk away than maybe end up in hospital or behind bars and all the rest of the bloody situation with trumped up bullshit. That's going to cost you more than 1,000.
Do you think it's a good time to open the panel or drop the link? I tried to do it and then nearly cut everybody off.
I can't.
So
I'm on the phone, and I've only got streaming. I'm not seeing any chat or anything like that. So if there's anything there, kind of that, just please read it out so I can, comment on it or whatever. Open it up. Why not?
Put the link up. Stephen, can you do that? I can't. Or Steve in the background, can you do that? I'm not on YouTube here. So.
Mr. Perrin is behind the scenes this evening.
Yeah, not feeling very well, and he's advised not to talk too much, and that's not just from other people in the genre. it's advice that he's looking after his health. So, but he's here. He's a trooper, and he's behind the scenes, looking after stuff and all that. So, if we could put the link up, I think that would be quite good, if possible.
Have a quick read of line, Andy.
It's already on the line. We can put this up here now. Hang on a second. Let me try and find it. We can do this.
We are pleased to announce that the panel is now open. Please hit the link and we will get you on stage as soon as possible. Thank you.
That's if the link goes up.
And for anybody that's interested, we have some photographs of Tina in different situations. If they're for sale at our little YouTube shop thing.
Souvenir shop.
Like to, you know.
I thought it's called the 69 versions of Tina.
What did I always say, Andy? What's a 71?
No idea.
It's a 69 with two of your mates watching.
Cool that. I'd rather with two other people doing it, but never mind. Now let's move on. We got Gogus. Gogus is now really happy. He says 50% of all the money he spends in Thailand goes on ladyboys. Well, at least he admits it, you know.
The thing is, there's some beautiful ladyboys, and I mean, absolutely stunning. And I look, the world has changed, acceptances and all the rest of it. And not that I ever really gave a shit. Why are you attracted to a person? It's because of their personality, the person they are. You know, just because their cock's bigger than yours doesn't mean anything.
I love you, Australians. Oh my God. Oh dear. Yeah,
but you know, the one part about it, that's where, like Christmas, it's better to give than receive. Where am I going with this? I fucked if I know, but it'll end up somewhere. But at the end of the day, each to their own. And look, I don't care. I've actually met a friend of ours that has a ladyboy partner for many, many, many years, and she's a wonderful person. He's okay, but I don't care. It doesn't worry me. You know, people with phobias, they need to have a look at themselves. And like I say, the world has changed with acceptances, and even Thailand, the first country in Southeast Asia to actually acknowledge same-sex unions.
Well, Clarky's left. He's checking out his sexuality.
Well, he's probably got one of those. What is it? Vote for this, vote for that, and he's gone to check it out to see if he's okay.
I'm trying to put the link up, but I'm really failing here because I'm an old.
Well, you go up the top, Andy. You go up the top to the link is. You highlight that and bring it down and paste it.
I can't see where that link oh, hang on a second.
Up the top of the page. You just highlight that, move it down and paste it, and there you go.
Okay.
If I was on my little computer, I'd be able to do it for you or whatever. But
okay, bro, I got it.
Like I was saying earlier on, batteries in Thailand always hold their charge and things like that. Because when I went to use my computer, it didn't want to happen.
Yeah, I think I've done it.
But you know, that's life. That's why I kind of said, you know, I talk on the phone tonight because the little guy had a flat battery, although I hadn't been using it. But that's just life in this kind of climate. Here's Clarky back again. Was it as good for you as it was for us?
Okay, yeah, I've got no chat, gentlemen, and I don't know about you guys. I think you've got your chat up, have you, Andy? Working?
Yeah, but on my own channel I got chat up, but I haven't got chat up on the What's Up Thailand YouTube. I can't find the chat. Don't know what's going on there. Anyway,
Shall we restart, do you think?
I don't know. I don't know where it's going. It's on my normal YouTube, not my YouTube channel, my YouTube account. It's there. No problem. I'm reading the chat. But when I go to account change to, well, I'm sure people don't really want to know this, but yeah, when I go to the What's Up Thailand account, it says disabled, chat is disabled. So I don't know what's going on.
Well,
Okay, guys, I'll, Johnny, have you got the chat going?
No, I'm on the phone,
Right.
Stephen. No chat happening here.
Can you
I've got
get
the
Nick
chat.
to the chat or something?
Hey, I've got the chat, and my link went up. I put the link up on my chat, on the chat on YouTube. It's there.
Okay.
I don't know if it's on StreamYards.
So
Yeah, it's on StreamYards as well.
I think we should restart another stream.
Really?
I would say, yeah, restart and just sort out that chat disabled and stuff like that. Would be a better for interaction.
Well, hang on a second before you. Hang on. Let me just check again because I seem to have more things available. When it says go to channel on the What's Up Thailand channel, it goes view your channel. I've got it going on, but it says, what does it say? And now it's saying, yeah. Okay. Oh no, I've got the chat there now as well. The chat is there.
The chat's back again, is it? Hang on, let me check.
Yeah. So I'm trying to pin it at the top, and I don't know how to do that.
Well,
I'll be the head doctor here, okay? You two can be the nurse, all right? Anything that wrong happens, I'll blame you.
I want more oxygen.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm used to that.
Okay, the chat's back. Cancel everything.
Yeah,
all right. Cool. It's back. I can see the chat.
All right, Clarky, can you pin it at the top of the chat?
It already is by this bloke Andy.
Oh, it's there. Oh, yeah, it does. Oh, it's there. Oh, I did that by accident.
Incredible. Andy is so efficient.
No, I just click on everything.
Round of applause. Yay!
Andy.
Not my fault.
There you go.
Not my fault. Okay, so
Andy fixed it. You've been promoted to Dr. Andy now.
Oh, no. You know, Andy, PhD.
All right.
Andy, PhD. I like the sound of that.
What's that? What? Andy, PhD.
Dr. Andy, yeah.
Now, Doc Andy. Sounds like a cowboy bloody western, doesn't it? Oh, 12 o'clock, OK Corral. Doc Andy, the sheriff's coming after you.
So, okay, that was live stream. That was StreamYard's fault, that.
Yeah, there was a problem, right? It wasn't me.
Yeah.
I just couldn't get it. Yeah. Oh, it's all up there now. Lovely. Yeah. Well, that's double pricing out of the bloody way, and tourists behaving themselves out of the way. It'd be nice to hear from somebody that just comes here on holiday and how they act in. Well, they're not going to say they act badly, are they? But how do they treat Thailand when they come? And there's Lieutenant Nescafe. He's like a real cool dude, and you know, someone has bad feedback. That's Wolfie.
Yeah. Johnny, turn your mic off unless you've got something to say, will you, mate? All right, there it goes.
And there was. Yeah, you can't blame John.
That's not feedback. That's Johnny farting. He's farting, I'm telling you.
I think it's very bad of you, Stephen, to blame Johnny on everything. I think that's really wrong. I think that's not nice.
You're not got a whole list of things here.
Don't you wired me? Oh yes, I'm older than you. Yes, you can wire me. That's all right. That's fine. But I'll tell you something else. I was just talking about wiring. You just you see tourists, and they don't know any better. And I'm not having a go at them, but I cringe when I see like
when you do that, Johnny.
When I see a 50-year-old whine to an 18-year-old person, and they whine, and actually that 18-year-old person doesn't know how to react. Absolutely doesn't know how to, because it's not the way. You only whine to somebody older. You don't whine, or someone equal to your age. You don't whine to a, you know, if the nephews come around, I wouldn't whine to them because they go, oh, that's strange. What's you idiots? You know what I mean? Like that's not right. But you see these tourists, and they've heard you have to whine. It's a hello, and they should really read into it. Don't do it. Just go hi. You know, don't whine and think you're like all Tinesville, Arizona. Like no, just.
Andy, I do it to older people, but I usually just say hello.
Yeah,
if they're really old people, you know, like on their last breath or something, I'll whine to them.
Well, that's why you want to me. Yeah.
No. You should be doing it to me. You should be going down right down to your kneecaps.
Well, I wasn't going to say that, but yeah. No, but you understand when I see sort of like an oldish guy and he's whining to like a waitress that's like 20, and they're white, you see the reaction. She laughs normally because she's a Thai and she has a smile, but she's going, "What the fuck's going?" You know, this is like alien to them. You know, like why is he whining? Why is my elder whining to me? It doesn't work. Only white to people that same age or older, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But then again, if you whine to somebody younger, you're not going to cause any waves. So that's, you understand, you're not being aggressive. So I guess maybe that's the best way to go as well. But I just love it.
A lot of guys, Andy, they love it. The older people, like not many older than me and you, but you know, they get very happy when you do that. But
they love the respect. It's all about respect.
You go back 10, 15 years ago. Yeah, it was the thing to do. But they're sort of moving on from that, I think. Anyway.
Well, that's a topic for another show. Oh no, didn't we do that about lost smiles? Yeah, I mean, well, hey, life changes. You know, things change, and Bangkok has changed over the years, like unbelievably. The thing is, when you're living here over these years, you don't see the changes because they happen gradually. It's when you go away and then come back, you go, oh, bloody hell, this place has changed. You know, they got Watson's supermarkets here and whatever, you know. Yeah. So they see the change. We don't necessarily see it so much because it's a slow process, you know.
Look, the first time you go to Thailand, what did you think? What a place! What a magnificent country! I still think that.
Well, I still think that. It's organically changed. It's much more commercial now due to everything, the world. But I think you still have, and I think Johnny can, and you, because you both live up country. I don't. You know, you both live in, you know, on nowheres and that. It's like it's, you know, different from me. That's a Bangkokian, you know, and I go away a little bit to Koh Chang, but not often. And the islands, yes, but that's not exactly an example. Yeah. You actually live in the rural areas. I'd love to spend a few days up there, you know. Yeah. Johnny, give it.
Can I play another funny one?
Yeah,
I think it's hilarious. All right, watch this one. I reckon it's hilarious.
Not long now, my sweet. Mr. Dudley.
No, you're not Ting Tong.
I am Ting Tong.
Wait there.
Oh, so this home now.
No, I said wait at the door. Look, you're not Ting Tong.
I am Ting Tong. I'm from village Tiny in Taiwan. I'm 19. Here is a picture of my family. Hopefully they come live with us soon.
Sorry, you're gonna have to leave. Yeah, I know you've had a long journey.
Much of it on foot.
But I've had £80. I think somebody's sold me up the Swanee.
I love you.
You nip back to Thailand and we'll sort it all out from there.
Oh, please don't make me leave, Mr. Dudley, please.
No, I said no.
Mr. Dudley.
No, now come on.
Oh, please don't make me leave, please, Mr. Dudley.
Maybe just stay tonight and we'll...
Funny. That's funny. That David Williams, or how you ever pronounce his name.
That is a. I used to watch every one of those episodes. They were friggin' hilarious. I thought it was funny. G'day, Adrian. How you going?
Hello, Adrian.
G'day, Adrian. How you doing?
Good, thanks, Johnny.
How you feeling?
Okay.
I'm feeling a lot better. And I can actually breathe again. Like it, you
Oh,
do
yeah?
feel better when you breathe, I found.
Yeah, like I went through the pneumonia last year, and I'll be honest with you, it was kind of touch and go if I was here now.
Oh, Johnny, I thought I was going to die for about a week. Every day I thought it was my last day. Like,
Yep.
oh, man.
I know the feeling, mate. I know the feeling. That's why, you know, we can really relate on this one. I was in hospital with a thing shoved up my snout, pumping in warm moisture and Ventolin and pulling it out while I was coughing all the crap out of me fucking lungs, and they were doing x-rays and it was just fucking total white. So I really, realistically, I'm lucky to be here.
I didn't go to the hospital. I just went to the doctor and got some prescription meds like a Ventolin, a super duper Ventolin.
Yeah, the Trimbo and stuff like that. Yep.
Yeah,
Good stuff.
Yeah, it's like Gaz of Sweden's medication, I reckon.
Yeah, but you know the thing is, I'd kind of gone past that. Because the wife called the ambulance a couple of times, and I kept on telling them to fuck off. I thought I'll die at home before I die in a fucking hospital.
Yeah.
But it got to the stage where at least the hospital offered a chance. But yeah, it wasn't an experience I wish on anybody. Really, I wouldn't even wish it on my worst enemies. Put it that way.
I got it in Thailand, Johnny, when I was over there. Jesus Christ!
It come out of the blue. I took the missus up to Cairns and visited our Thai son. He lives up in Cairns. We've been there for a week. Come back, I was perfectly fine, and as fine as I normally am, which isn't too bad. I could probably run around the block. It wouldn't be too bad. But, I was shoveling fucking wheelbarrows of dirt. I wasn't getting puffed out on anything. And then, bang, next thing I'm having a shower and, just the water spray in the shower recess was, knocking me out. I couldn't breathe. It was like, fuck me, Dad, something's going on here. Yeah. Jenny's been good. She's, nursed me back to good health.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, it's like that time I was saying, you don't want to die.
You're getting short of breath, or what?
Yeah, totally short of breath. I couldn't breathe. It was like I was being fucking strangled 5 times a day.
Did it hurt when you coughed?
Not really. I was just coughing up clear bubbly.
Yeah.
Phlegm, like gooey shit, but it was clear and bubbly.
Do you mind, Adrian? I'm eating at the moment. Do you mind?
No, we don't mind at all. Have some chicken feet, Stephen.
Stephen, do you want the special sauce on that?
Oh, no. No, I got it on one of my trips to Thailand, Adrian. Jesus, I couldn't even get out of the fucking bed, seriously. And every time I coughed, it really hurt. And
I
got a rheumatic infection.
Afraid to
Yeah.
fall asleep. Like if I sat up or stood up, I was okay. The minute I went horizontal, like laid down,
Yeah,
I was like started coughing and hacking. Like,
Yeah.
man, it's like I had
That's all
to
the phlegm. That's all the phlegm going to the bottom of your lungs, right? So after a while, you would have been fine. When you stood up, it would have been the reverse. That's what
And then
happened.
I'm that quiet, like
Just sort
I could
of.
barely sit here. I'm like,
Yeah,
man, I don't
yeah,
want to lay down.
yeah,
I don't want to lay
yeah.
down.
No.
It's like,
It's usually fungus in your lungs. Usually.
Well, that
Yeah,
sounds
I think
nice.
I think
That's
I
the
got
thing.
fungus from them Chinese tobaccos I've been smoking.
Yeah, maybe. But
Yeah,
Well,
I
that's
think
I've got it in my lungs. I don't know what Steve. I think Steve's got a similar problem, and there's no cure for it. Right, the fungus is there for good, and just got to watch it.
great. Yeah.
Whatever.
Well, that was the thing, Adrian. For the week I spent in hospital, I never lay down in the fucking bed. I had a chair beside the bed, and the best I could do was kind of lay me head down on it. I don't think I slept for a friggin' week.
Yeah.
Because if I tried to lay down, I'm just coughing up crap. As things progressed and got better, I still really couldn't. And even when I think they kind of pissed me off because I was a fucking arsehole. Surprise, surprise. But the thing is, even at home, probably for another week and a half, I could only lay down for about 2 hours. So I think in a couple of weeks, I'd probably had 20 hours sleep, if that.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I thought I was lucky to pull through that.
Yeah, you're right. I'll tell you what, you're right. I know what I went through, and I kind of got to the stage. I signed myself in a frigging hospital. I'll go and jump off a fucking bridge and get it over and done with, or something like that. The where you're gasping for air and you can't get it.
Yeah.
You say, well, somebody put glad wrap around my face and there's only a few more breaths and I'm fucked,
Yeah.
It's not a good feeling.
A few days ago, I had that sensation where you want to take a deep breath. Like you go, it's almost like a sigh, a deep one. I had that for a couple of days where I'd go, oh shit, I shouldn't be doing this all the time. But then I Googled a bit and they were saying, like, sometimes you can be conscious of your breathing. And when you're conscious of it, it makes you do that. You understand what I mean? Like, you're thinking, there's people that are conscious of their heart beating and they fucking think their heart's going to stop any time. And it's like almost like a phobia. But every now and then I had to go and take that nice, satisfying, and I'm not getting enough oxygen. But then I went out and got busy and then forgot all about it. So I think for me, it was mental.
Andy, you normally do that after sex.
Or in the morning. Oh, no, but you understand, I've had that for 2 weeks and it didn't worry me, but it was like, this isn't right. But then when I kept myself busy and didn't think about it, it was perfect. So for me, I think it was more mental than like oxygen starvation because my lungs are crap, which is what I was thinking,
No, well, the whole part about it is we do get lazy. We kind of sit down and realistically our posture's not always that great. And things like that, like my forced walk. Well, we'll talk about how's that. We'll talk about that one. I got a taxi from Ratchadar, and another YouTuber had recommended a little bar and that did a barbecue grill and stuff like that. And I thought, I'll go and check it out. So I got a grab taxi and away we went. And I thought, where the fuck are you going? Because he didn't have a map on. And map wasn't really working. And he pulled up and he said, hey, Soi 8. And I looked at the sign and I thought, Soi 8? Okay. Got out of the taxi and there was a bit of crap in front of the sign and that. It was Soi 89-1, Succumdick Road. Una, fucking, oh, look, I always fuck up half the places, but way the fuck, about 6 kilometres away from where I wanted to be. And then I thought, I'll get myself a taxi. Well, Sukhumvit Road was building, and I thought, well, forget the taxi. And then it started to drizzle a little bit. And I thought, just walk, dickhead. And I got my cunt attitude on, and I fucking walked to exactly to where I wanted to go, all the way. Had a few little stops, and I tell you what, did the fucking best thing, and a lot coughed up a lot, better the lungs and all the rest of it.
Johnny does listen to me sometimes. I told him to take a skateboard.
Yeah, well, the thing is, Stephen, I'm not forced. So anyhow, it was an interesting experience, and it proves that everything's not infallible. Where the next taxi going back to Ratchadar, where we were staying, from the same, virtually the same area, although I walked out of the Sukhumvit main area down to one of our favourite hotels and just sit out in front of that and then order the grab, because I'll come in 5 seconds, where if you're in that strip, you're battling. You're really battling to get grabs and stuff like that. But the next day, I woke up and I tell you what, I felt good, and I still relatively do. Because I think that the exercise part, really using the lungs with walking.
Well, if the air is okay, if the air quality is okay, yeah. If it's not, I detrimental.
I think
no wind in Bangkok. Don't go outside.
We kind of
now it's okay.
It's more along the lines of we kind of sit around a little bit, and we're not doing that physical stuff. So we're not really using full capacity of the lungs and stuff like that. I think that was the thing that really made a bloody big difference.
No, you're right. I'd just like to address the chat for something, because I've been thinking about it as well. I mean, we never gossip about other YouTubes in a negative sense, but Goga said something. Steve Anderson, first of all, saying he had a big problem with catching his breath. So, yeah, I get it. You feel like you're dying. But what is wrong with Steph? Goga says, amazing how he can drink and still sound so good. So he's talking about Steph. How is Steph? Anybody know? Because we've seen the demise of Harv, and nobody actually ever did anything about Harv. I liked Harv, you see. Him and I had this thing. I know he was him, flip-flop and all that business, but he's gone, and nobody's ever really mentioned that. He's just left.
We're all mates of Harv's here.
Well, he's gone, and he's, no one said anything. I think Harv deserves a little bit of a tribute,
I don't believe he is gone, because I saw him. Well, I saw his Huckleberry account commenting not very long ago.
Oh, really?
When I get home, I've got personal contact with Harv.
Yeah.
When I get home, get off the aeroplane, do the SIM card change thing, and that'll be the first person I'll be kind of ringing.
Let us know, Johnny. Let us know.
I shall, because he's in a shit area for internet and phone signal and that. I do know that. Yeah. But messages kind of come through to him, and he goes, he'll head out in the afternoon or whatever, and he always get a call back, And if I don't get a call back, well, then we need to do further investigation. But I'm pretty sure we'll get a call back. Okay,
that's cool. So that makes me feel, I do as well, because I've had some great conversations with Harv, and I wouldn't like to go against him in a sense of being, like on the opposite side to him, because he can go for it. But I liked Harv. Now Steph, same thing. I've never ever had any confrontation with Steph, but he's had many a confrontation with everybody else. But somebody just said he's okay. He's in hospital, coming out at the end of the month. I can't find the chat now.
What's actually wrong with him? That's what I was trying to. Steph's okay. He's a good guy.
I would say liver failure, to be honest. But I'm sorry, I don't want to be flippant. But Tai Z is helping him. This is too many fake businessmen. Hello, thank you for commenting. He says, yeah, Tai Z, good guy helping Steph. We all know Tai Z, right?
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah, so I can't see the actual one that said he's in hospital. So hard drinking, too many anxiety. No, I don't know. I don't know about Steph, but apparently he's still with us, which is good, right?
That
There you go.
Toys has always stood right next to Steph, like stood
Yep.
by him through all the stuff.
Oh, Gogus, there he is. Sorry, Adrian. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt. Yeah, Gogus says Steph went to hospital like 3 weeks ago and is still there.
Well, best wishes for
He's a
Steph.
bit like Pope Francis, right? So,
Like, you know, when anyone goes to hospital, you don't want to. You hope they pull through on that, really.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of nasty people out there saying shit, though, Adrian, and you don't know. Sometimes.
well, that's the thing. You know, I hear, yes, because this goes back to you and me, Stephen. I said, did you know so-and-so? He goes, well, where did you hear it? And you said to me, well, you can't always take that for granted. Yeah. Do you remember when Oz was the one that died?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
that is
yeah.
like what people do for content is unbelievable. We have a stream coming up in the next few weeks about IRL, you know, like real life streamers, the good, the bad, the ugly. That's coming later. Steve Perrin is going to do that one.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we look forward to that. And yeah, it's hey, the Sun newspaper in England. I know you're in Australia, but you know the Sun and the Mirror, the tabloids, and they'll take and they've been sued for it so many times, but they don't care about the suing because they gain so many clickbait from what they wrote. They can pay off bloody suing things. So, and it's just circulation of, well, now it's media, you know, online, but in the old days, sell papers. That's all they cared about. We don't care about a headline, no. And
Trash talk.
well, trash talk, fake news, all that business, you know. So you can't always believe what you hear. But the fact is, what happens in this genre is if you don't hear from someone for a while, they're dead.
Yeah, they're dead. Yeah, they're dead. Yeah.
That's the thing. I think R7 has died. You know, no one hears from not R7. Who was that guy, the Swiss guy that was always into Bitcoin and playing games back in the old days, Stephen?
Oh, yeah, I can't remember his name. Yeah.
What was RJR? Yeah. He had a major fight with somebody and then disappeared.
Yeah.
But yeah, so something. Oh, he's died. You know, because you don't hear from him anymore. Hashtag, he's died. Don't hear from him anymore. Rubbish, you know. I talk to him regularly.
And I heard that I'd said that Harv was still good, and I did say Harv was good, and I saw him. I saw his Huckleberry account being used not long ago.
Where?
That's why I said I think Harv's okay.
No, you saw it on Blue, right? Bless her. On Blue's channel.
Blues or somewhere I did see him.
Yeah, because Blue saying, Huckleberry, have you died? We want to hear from you. Something like really like out there. And that's what got me thinking, you know. And then somebody else said, I don't want to mention their name on some other bloody channel who don't care about it.
Yeah, then
said,
Knopfler died.
well, that actual person said.
Is he still dead, Knopfler, or what is he?
There's another one.
Knopfler. Yeah.
I thought he played lead guitar for Dire Straits, but never mind.
No, he's dead. But I was talking to him the other day. He died about 3 months ago. Apparently.
Yeah. Adrian got the joke.
No,
Adrian got the joke.
Yeah, I know.
But what was I going to say? But the person that reported...
Don't forget our favourite there, Eddie. Avery's dead as well. He died.
Oh, there's another one. I know.
Yeah, I know. He passed away.
Every day I wake up breathing's a blessing, I'll tell you.
I've had messages.
I turn on YouTube every morning, Adrian, so I don't know if I'm dead or not.
Avery is fine. But the person, the channel that reported Harv's death, get this, and this is quote. Okay, well, he's living with the worms because he was one.
Yeah.
Well, Andy, that's pretty disrespectful.
Oh, you what?
even though I'd love to see a death notice about some of those worms,
I
you
didn't
know,
say who it was. I didn't say it could have
No.
been anyone.
I wouldn't
No,
have
we
been
don't do that in this channel. We don't do that.
open up the phone and say,
Exactly.
"Oh, thank God the bastard's dead." But there's one I'd like to cause his death. I can tell you that now, just quietly, just between
Well,
us.
yeah.
How we-
Steve Anderson says he's fine.
Did you learn a lot today? Come over here, just for 1 minute. Just sit down here and say hello to my friends.
Hi, hello.
Hello. Hello.
Okay.
Just come back from school, right?
Yeah, it was just come back from school.
Yeah. Yeah, so Steve Anderson says, Harvey's demise, what are you talking about? I thought he was fine. Well, so did we, Steve. Steve, you're in the groove, you know all this stuff, so let's find it out and put it here first that he's still alive.
Who's that, Avery?
No. Harv.
Loma. Loma's
no.
alive.
Yeah, okay.
Steve
No,
Anderson says Nobler died 3 times. I think it's more than that, to be honest.
Well, the whole part about it is, and you know when I say something that happens, when I get home, I'll do my darndest to call him and stuff like that, and then we'll contact we'll get the search party, the Australian search party going on and find out.
I fell in love with Harv, not fell in love, I mean, in a man-to-man business when he told me about his experience in Samui. He said, Andy, I was listening to reggae music on the beach. I had a great big doobie in my mouth and a nice Leo old beer, and I thought I was in heaven. And he keeps quoting that to me a lot, you know. And so, yeah, I thought, yeah, hey, man, who can't disagree with that, you know? Steve Anderson, stop saying 3 miles behind the chat. No one else is looking at the chat, so bog off.
Ando, stop being a prick, like normal.
No, Steve's fine. He's fine. He just has a go at me every now and then for not doing my job. I'm trying, mate.
The one thing about Ando, he'll take the piss. Don't worry about that. He'll take it back too.
Well, too many fake bitches because Andy's on Thai time. Exactly.
Yeah.
We're 4 hours behind you.
Yeah,
No,
Adrian's pussy did come back. Adrian's got his pussy back. Just nicked off for a week or something, didn't it? Yeah.
What?
He loves his cat. Adrian's cat come back. His cat.
Yeah, 10 days. It went missing for 10 days. I'd actually given up on it. After 7 days, I'd given up, and I thought, okay, that's it. The cat's gone. So I stopped looking.
Too many fake businessmen. There you go, mate. Adrian, check for you. You there, buddy? No worries, mate.
Yeah, all fixed.
Yeah. Good man, good channel supporter, good person supporter. Been around for quite a while, gentlemen.
Who's that?
Thanks for coming, and thanks everyone for coming. Gogus, g'day, and Ando, all the.
So ladies and gentlemen, Adrian's cat is not dead.
My cat is not dead. I'm not dead. The missus is not dead.
That's all. Adrian, you're living the dream, mate.
Oh, it's great. Look, she's over there watching South Sydney beat Penrith, I think.
All right.
What's happened to Clark? He looks really strange.
Penrith is a good team.
Oh, there you are.
Hey, Jenny, what's the football score? What's the score?
Shut up, Adrian. Oh, look at. See that? What's the score, darling? And she answered him.
How many Dolphins got? 7 and 1,000. Hang on, 7. What? That's like the English versus Australia girls game the other night. It was 80-4.
Really?
The Aussie girls flogged England 80 points to 4. Andy.
Yeah, that I saw a bit of that, and it wasn't just playing the game; it was actually annihilated them.
Yeah, but I don't talk about lady sports. They're all transgender.
I was watching the AFL the other day. I don't like it that much. It goes for 6 hours. I watch it on quarter speed.
These lady sports are all
And the high jumping's very good.
I tell you what, it goes to show you Australian bitches are tougher than pommy bitches.
Yeah.
There you go. Australian transgender.
Aussie girls wear gumboots to bed.
Oh, and don't forget about their whips. Whip it good. Oh, dear.
As the only commie on here, I'm going to stay quiet, you bloody bullies.
I'm using my old Logie C920 camera I bought in Thailand, Steve.
Yeah,
that's all right.
Logitech,
right.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Remember that one I got in Thailand, the C920?
Yeah, I remember, yeah. Years ago, yeah.
Oh, yeah, on subject, but off subject.
There you go.
I did see something, because Buriram ran the MotoGP.
Ah, true, yeah.
And once again, we get the world of high finance and all the rest of it, and who's paying, who's who in the zoo paying type of thing, about, the F1 cars coming in. Well, that's a brilliant circuit. That's a world-class circuit. There's no ifs and buts about that. And why not? But they're all kind of whinging and moaning. Well, who's paying? Well, the spectators will bloody pay. That's the main part of it. But somebody's got to cough up in front, don't they? A little bit of a subject for you, gentlemen.
Yeah. Not really up with that one, John. I didn't really read it.
Oh, yeah. They want to get the cars in as well. Like they said, well, let's make sure we have the bikes and we might as well do the cars as well.
That's it, Adrian. That's it. They spent a lot of money to build a world-class circuit and everything around it, support-wise, but it's superb. So why not exploit it?
Yeah. What's the reason they weren't going to have the bike GP? Was it? I think it was just that Thailand didn't nominate to hold another race or something.
Well, I think the bit that was the bikes kind of called that home, and they didn't want the cars on it.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
But F1 cars, realistically, I don't know about the bums on seats for that, but that circuit is a bloody. I've been to the circuit. It's a bloody brilliant circuit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like watching Wayne. I haven't seen him around for years. Wayne Watson there.
Wayne Watson up in Korea.
Yeah, he used to ride his bike up there occasionally and just do a few laps just for the hell of it, I think.
Hello, Full English. There we go. Thank you for joining.
Are you English, Andy?
Am I English?
Yeah.
Well, says on my passport I am. So.
Oh, okay.
One of my passports.
What does it say, English or Pommy? Does it say Pommy or English?
My wife's name's Pom. yeah. Johnny loves that one. Johnny loves it.
And I'll be honest, she is a lovely lady, and
she's nice. Yeah.
I have had the pleasure to meet her and call her my friend. And I mean, she is a terrific lady. And young Chris, Andy's son, is a total gentleman. He is absolutely a credit to his father and mother for his upbringing.
Yeah, okay.
What's Pom mean, Andy? What does Pom mean?
Pom, well, no, I'm not going to give her real name out, but that's everyone calls her Head. Pom is like her father's
nickname, right?
It was like when throwing stones over a water, he went pom, 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 pom.
Oh,
Dad called her that, yeah.
It was probably like she's going out with a pom. We'll just call her Pom.
No, and the most embarrassing is when we were at Heathrow Airport, she walked off in the wrong direction. In fact, I think I walked off in the wrong direction because she knows what she's doing. And I shouted across the causeway, Pom! Pom! 3 security guards immediately attacked me.
I thought it might be like when they go, cup on.
Yeah, she's a lovely lady, Andy. I spoke to her a little bit when I was there. She's a nice lady, and so just Sonny's a good guy. You've got a good family there, mate. You're very, very good.
I think family is,
Yeah.
Cool,
Yeah.
Haven't by accident, no design.
Okay. Well.
Yeah. Or you can't plan anything like that. You can't plan, your ideal partner. You can't, like when you're young, you don't know about, I'm going to have kids and I'm going to have this family, and you don't know what you're doing, do you, really, to be honest? So it's all luck.
I think Raquel Welsh was well and truly taken when we were younger, Andy.
I'm sorry, again?
Raquel Welsh was well and truly taken when we were younger.
Oh, had a poster in the bedroom. Along with the lady from Fleetwood Mac, Chrissy Hine.
Oh, Stevie Nicks.
Chrissy Hine.
No, not Chrissy Hine. Pretenders. No, she was a lesbian anyway. But Stevie Nicks. How can you? I mean, whoa. She was lovely. She was a hippy dippy, but she was good.
I used to get my rocks off on Jane Fonda. I reckon she was gorgeous.
Adrian had a bit of a thing when Jane Fonda was doing the exercise type of thing, stuff.
Do you remember that? Yeah, the old aerobic thing, right?
Yeah, I remember Adrian had a little bit of a connection to that.
Yeah, that thing on Channel 10, the morning exercise.
Aerobics Oz style was
Adrian wouldn't say when he wore leg warmers. He won't admit to that,
Well, that's kind of like, flash dance, when they got the leg warmers on and the whole deal of it.
Oh man, that cameraman, he's doing that show. He used to just get the right angles on everything. He was brilliant, that cameraman.
I'd say he walked around hard most of the time. Actually, awesome. Raining in Bungbo.
I don't think they could even put that show on TV anymore, the way things are today.
I reckon one of the hottest ones, Adrian, one of the hottest ones at the moment, going back to about 10 years ago, was Britney Spears. God, she had a body and a half. Still probably has,
Jane Fonda. I've got to get you a date with that bloody optometrist, Steve.
Mate, have a look at what's it called? She does it with Michael Jackson. Jesus Christ, John, I tell you what. Whoa. She was a good looker in her day. Jane Fonda, yeah.
Like the whole part about it. Steve and I were talking the other night, and it was about a movie. It was called Avante. What was that? Robert Moore? And the girl he married was, the co-actress, whatever, in the movie. And they kind of had a look on Google. And even 70 years old, she still looked hot. And I reckon she was pretty good when that movie came
out. What's going on there?
I can't get rid of the back screen.
Okay. Click on it one more time, Andy, and it comes off.
I watched a YouTube movie that just popped up randomly for me the other day. Fuck, it was awesome. It's called The Last American Hero from 1973. It's like a
Yeah.
Yep, I remember that movie. I remember that, Adrian. It's a good movie.
Yeah, it's based on the real story of some speedway driver that turned into like the number one stock car racer.
I think that was one of the Petties or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. It's good.
Yeah, he came up through the crash and bangs, and it's because they do run teams, and if somebody else is getting up there, that they instruct the other team to take them out. But it was bloody good movie. Bloody good movie.
Yeah. They started like running moonshine. They told me it was a moonshine brew. They used to run the moonshine in a hotted up jalopy.
Who's hissing and there's a lot of hissing going on here.
That'd be me. That'd be Issan right.
Turn your mic
Oh,
off.
that's all right. That's all right. That's all right. I just wondered who was hissing.
It comes and goes, John. Anyway. Where was he?
Johnny's trying to do his best here, so I get it. You know?
Goga says Jessica Lang still looks pretty young for 75. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Jessica Lang.
Yeah, there's a lot of good ones out there.
Douglas, you would really like this movie. It involves alcohol and fast driving. It's called The Last American Hero.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, you'd love it, man.
That stars Donald Trump, doesn't it? Donald Trump's in that one.
Jeff Bridges.
Jesus, have you seen all the stuff on Donald Trump on YouTube? Jesus, good morning, Donald. Freaking Jesus.
I think he's going great. I reckon he's going.
Yeah,
awesome.
well, yeah.
Winding everyone up. He's got everyone going.
I'm loving the saga of the rats deserting the sinking ship. And I reckon I said it years and years ago. Donald Trump could be a bloody. He can be a president in fucking Australia any day of the week. And he's not weak, and he don't give a shit. And you look at all the rats, the same rats that are joining the same thing that everybody else pulled out of because they sunk the rich country. So it's quite interesting to see history repeating itself.
He's really he's running the broom through a lot of things. He's winding up all the Europeans. He's revving everyone up. The Canadians are getting the toss. The Mexicans, everyone's getting it.
Yeah.
The Aussies are getting it. He won't even talk to our Prime Minister. That's what he thinks.
What did he do? Open his fucking mouth, did he? He's an idiot.
Yeah.
Actually, he's a fucking complete moron. What's his Prime Minister's name? I can't remember his fucking Albanese or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, Donald Trump said when he got in because Kevin Rudd was the or whatever bullshit fucking position he had in the US. He said, when I become president, I won't talk to you and I'll deport you.
Yeah.
And Elbow Sleazy, that's his name, Anthony Elbow Sleazy, the sleaziest cunt you've ever come across. And they're selling our country out. Thank God for John Howard, all the guns disappeared. Otherwise, Albanese wouldn't be around.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about America. I don't give a damn about it. They can
I'm sick of watching it, Andy. I've copped it for the last 2 weeks. Every time you turn on YouTube, there's Donald Trump. Even on our local feed here in Australia, we've got 90 cents. A lot of people go to it. Just all over Trump. But Pinky, John, Pinky.
Have you seen that new movie on Netflix about Bob Dylan? I forget the name of it now.
Yeah.
If you've seen it, it's absolutely brilliant.
Hang on, Andy, say it again.
Just to change subject for a couple of seconds, gentlemen. This is not a cigarette. It's kind of a Myanmar cigar, and it's not made from tobacco. It's made from tree bark.
Oh.
Probably medicinal, John.
Yeah.
Look, I don't know. It smells like a bushfire. Part of the thing, but the thing is, that's what she likes to smoke because she's.
Don't fucking like that, John. It might blow up.
No, look, it's got rice straw as the filter.
All right. Maybe got explosives in it.
No, it's quite nice. It smells all right until you light it.
It does look like a cigar.
Just sharing a bit of normal life with you.
Hi, Jazzy.
G'day, Jazzy.
Why don't you answer me on my bloody line?
He's hiding, I think.
Craig Grusen's there. He can go live from the cyclone, the eye of the cyclone.
Craig,
Yep.
need to get Craig and Gokas on here. That will work well.
Give us an
There's
update, Craig.
there's storms all over Australia, isn't there, Adrian?
Oh, I think it's just about to cross the coast tonight.
So it's probably you got your cat, you got your pussy. Grab your pussy. Make sure it's inside.
It's pretty much homing in on Craig's house, actually. That eye of the cyclone.
Craig's in his basement, I think, doesn't he? He's hanging out in his basement.
Now, after the sound of the freight train coming through your house stops, Craig, don't go outside because you've got about 10 minutes and it all starts again.
Yeah, you're in the eye of the hurricane, the storm.
Yeah. From what I saw, the Dolphins Footy Club might really, really cop it. So it might wash a few rats down the drain.
Hello, Mr. Craig Rosen.
Yeah.
I've just found out a family connection between Johnny and Jazzy. There's a similar reservation to be held. I've got to get my code book out again for Craig Rosen, whatever that means. He has a code book because you can't understand any of his text.
Never mind.
He's a very clever dude. His whole life aim is to confuse people.
Yeah.
I'd love to have a drink with him, I'll tell you that. If he was at a bar,
Yeah,
I'd pull up
he's
beside him,
okay.
you know. Absolutely. Hello.
He's okay.
Yeah.
He's either a genius or a psycho.
He's not a psycho. I think he's a... Craig is 18 bottles in, says too many fake businessmen.
Oh, I'd have a beer with him. He's all right.
Craig,
have 18.
I can't see the chat, but you know, Craig's as bright as a torch full of flat batteries when he makes a couple of balls.
All right, fair enough.
Craig
is extremely slow, Craig. Like it's a walking pace the way it's coming. Man, I've never seen one so slow. I think they're better when they come barreling in at about 20 or 30 knots and cross the coast and it's all over by morning. That one, you're going to have them winds spinning around for like 24 hours minimum, I reckon.
It looks like
I do bottles.
It looks like the air. No, I'm just saying. No, this is really not important. The air quality in Thailand seems to be getting a lot better now because they stopped the slash and burn, I guess, up country and whatever. Yeah. I'm in the green now here in central Bangkok. Green.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's under 100, whatever it is. Yeah. No, it's been bad. I mean. And if you like going out and exercising in the morning, you can't do it. So you get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, check it. Oh, I can't go out. So you're sat down going, well, what am I going to do today for the next 3 hours? Because, you know, normally that's time taken up.
Yeah.
Hello, Trev. Yeah, okay, mate. Don't worry. I wasn't rebuking you on the. He just called me. That's fine. No worries, mate. As long as you're healthy and fine, no worries.
It's something that's
Come
very
on,
easy.
come on, Jazzy. Join us, bro. You know everybody here.
Very easy to take clean air for granted. Like when you live in a country that has clean air, and you take it for granted. It's just normal.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah.
when you find that you're in the middle of like poor air quality, there's like nowhere you can go to get away from it.
You go to Norway, the whole country's in green. It slightly goes over green, and they all go into panic. You know.
When I was living in Bangkok, if it was hot and no wind, Adrian, I'd stay inside with the air conditioning going, with the filter going. It did it, but sometimes when you walk out, there's no wind. Jesus, you can hardly breathe.
Oh, I like to go outside, in the mornings early and just, do my thing that I do, and I just can't do it. And it's like I miss it psychologically more than physically, probably.
Yeah, a lot of those planes, they dump their sewerage before they land. You know that, don't you, Andy?
The what?
It's all right, don't worry.
Oh, by the way, where I live, next to Dong Mueang, right? The Air Force are doing the celebration of the 88th anniversary. I only found that out today. 88th anniversary of aviation and blah, 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 blah. I've had F-12s and 14s flying over so low that the windows of my house were shattering. And that's been the whole week. Dog jumps up on my lap. And then I have to have the maid jump into my lap. She's going,
"G'day, Craig. How you going, mate?"
Mr. Clark, all good, mate, all good. The weather forecast here is it's blowing about probably 20 knots, little wind swirls. The palm trees aren't losing their nuts, so it's a good sign so far. But it is actually starting to ramp up. And I actually had 2 days off. I've lost $40,000 having 2 days off, but I've had a great day on the piss, mate.
Is that good news or bad news for us?
Let's go back 4 years, mate. It's probably still bad news for you guys.
How many cartons did you stock up with to prepare for this event, Craig?
I only grabbed 2 yesterday, but one of the bits already gone, and they're saying Banana King, they're not going to be opened until fucking Monday again. So I'm going to have a couple of dry days.
Oh, geez. Yeah, that'll be tough.
Nah.
You got emergency bottles there, I know.
Oh, mate, I've got everything that's known to man on classic stored. Like, fucking, if I want to hit the spirits, which I don't do because I get a little bit crazy. I get a little bit wild. So yeah, I'm better on the beer.
I'd never like to see you when you're wild, Craig.
Oh, fuck me. I actually start running down the street naked and showing everyone my penis.
Good idea. They can't charge you. Craig, the wind blew it off.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'd love to see that footage, Craig, and to give us really something to laugh at. Say, look at big boy Craig.
It's not about the size, Johnny. It's about how it works. People laugh at the start, but when I get in bed with the ladies, you know what it is? God. It's all love and passion, mate.
Oh, Craig, I don't doubt that, but is that lady or lady boys?
Do you take your workman boots off when you're doing it?
Well, let's just say, Steve, always keep your boots on and your clothes close if you're going to jump out the window when someone else's wife.
That's a good idea.
Andy, always got to keep your boots on because, you can only have so much traction.
True that. No, that's what Craig was saying.
I've never worn work boots to work unless I'm on a union site. You know what I say to the UN ESC cuts? Go fuck yourself, you little fucking bikey cunts. There's individuals like us that roll together, and there's a lot of Australians like us that don't like you cunts. I mean the CMEFU.
I'm being
Sorry,
outnumbered here now by a load of
Craig, it's called
Australians.
the CFMEU. It's called Cunts, Mining, Forestry, and Fucking Idiots. They're a pack of fuckwits.
Oh, here we go. There we go.
Yeah, I didn't want to get you started, Johnny. I didn't want to get you started. You're having a good holiday over there, but Jesus, I thought Jazzy had a small nose. What happened with yours?
What do you mean, Craig? I got my head planted into a fucking phone because my little computer wouldn't charge up in time to join the stream. Then
Craig, don't start coming on here and complaining about everybody.
Sorry, Steve.
No, that's Andy. I haven't talked. I haven't spoken to you yet.
No, Stephen said that.
I always think of him as a Steve, not an Andy.
Yeah,
What is wrong with this sound?
One you're always going to find in the background. But there's
I
always
can't
a
hear any
Steve.
of that. I can't hear any of that, thank God.
that wasn't me. No,
He
you
was
might
breaking up, wasn't it?
Craig.
I'm due for a shave tomorrow. It's been 2 weeks.
No, Craig. Sort your mic out.
I said that bad again.
Yeah, it is, Craig.
It's really bad, bro.
All right, I'll jump out and I'll come back in.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah. Jump off, jump back in, and keep your boots on. Yeah, okay. Cool.
It's probably got the cyclone.
So Johnny's in a hurricane too. He's going to rip his clothes off now. Look, watch this.
Oh dear me. Yeah. Alert! 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 Right, can we
Craig,
play
the
something
mic on
funny?
auto.
Anybody got anything funny to play?
Let me have a look.
I got something here called Who Cares? What's that?
Yeah, go on. Give it a go.
Shall I just? I don't know what this is. Okay.
That's spelled D-I-L-L-I-G-A-M, Dilligan, and it means, do I look like I give a fuck, Dilligan?
That's definitely Australian, Andy.
There's nothing English here at all. I'm getting a little bit annoyed.
Well, the whole can we have a cup of tea and a cucumber sandwich?
No. Can we have a cup of tea and a cucumber sandwich?
I reckon that King Tong one's hilarious. I don't know about you guys.
No, that was funny. That was funny. That's funny.
What's up, Thailand? Here to say, fun and friends, come join our way. Stephen Clark's got the style. Johnny Sire makes us smile. Banana King brings the fun. Titan gets the party done. Chuck's here with a friendly face. Andy BKK's got grace and pairing rounds. Have our crew making magic, try and true. What's up, Thailand? We're making content just for you. What's up, Thailand? That tied in. Congo Wander, try again.
Well, let's hold some.
Yeah, good one. Yeah, Steve done a good job on that one.
Yeah, it's good.
No, that's quite interesting. It's quite good. But which bit are you?
We should put that on the Cartoon Network. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, he done a bloody good job on that.
He did. Still raining there. It's soaking rain now. It's the hard bits, you know.
Hey, Johnny, is it raining where you are? Because it's just stopped raining here, like quite heavy.
Yeah, well, we've gone back to just soaking rain now. That's down in Bungbo.
Yeah, Bungbo's lovely. They got loads of like lakes, not lakes, but rivers and ponds and environment and great street.
Fucking mosquitoes. Fucking mosquitoes by the millions.
Yeah, they all head inside.
The water. Yeah. It's down by the water though. I like Bangkok.
Tomorrow I'm going to do a walk around I've been coming down here for a lot of years, and when I first got here, it was like little house on the prairie type thing, and over the last, since the disease we had to have, the amount of construction in this estate, and it's a gated area too. The amount of construction is unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. So I'll do a little bit of a walk tomorrow and show a little bit of that.
Oh, okay, that'll be good.
And show a couple of other things that a few people didn't realise, but yeah, well, anyway, I'll leave that until tomorrow. So we'll definitely do it earlier in the morning before it gets too warm. And then I'm going to start packing the suitcase. Yeah. Well, all the fun of that. Yeah.
Three pairs of fucking waterfronts and fucking old granny aunties, mate. And you be one, buddy.
No, whatever. It sounded like a dialect.
You know what? Hey, Craig. I think the water's having an egress on your house. You're talking through bubbles.
Where's he from in Australia? Where's he streaming from? Hello? Anybody know?
Is that Lucy?
No, Craig.
Craig? What do you mean Lucy? How can you associate Lucy with Craig?
I thought you said where's Lucy streaming from? Craig's in Brisbane. And
right, well, his internet is shit.
Yeah, but he's in the middle of a cyclone at the moment, Andy. The cyclone is like probably 50 kilometres off his doorstep.
Sorry. All right. I get it. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
It'll make landfall, Andy, about tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
And at the moment, there's winds of up to 130 kilometres an hour.
Well, that's cool.
And I've been watching the stuff from here and thinking, I'm glad I don't live in fucking Queensland.
There's 40,000 houses.
I'm glad I don't live in fucking Australia, to be honest. You got lots of creepy crawlers and like. Oh,
that's fighting words, Andy. Because if you live in Australia, you would be like the other 12-pound pogs. You would be so glad.
Everyone loves their country, Andy, and most Australians love Australia too. But like on the same note, a lot of Australians have had a gut from all this.
Correct, Adrian. Correct. 100% correct. We've had a gutful of our governments destroying, selling our fucking country out, and getting overtaken by pathetics that we don't need, thanks to the. I'm not going to get started on that. The whole part of it is our country, not theirs.
Really, probably the last 10 years has been the main downhill slope for Australia, but the last 2 or 3 years has just been like getting near unbearable what's going on now. Getting near unbearable.
That's why forget Forever House, Adrian. We're going to finish it off, sell it up, fuck it off, and come over here.
Hello,
Craig, he's back again.
Mate, I'm just checking the audio settings.
That's better. That's better.
Is that better?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, thank fuck for the fucking internet.
Well, you want to bless yourself while you've got it, Craig, because when that storm gets closer, it'll probably all stuff up.
Don't worry about that, Johnny. Don't worry about that. I'll have plenty of buckets of water to send over to you.
Don't send anything except for money. That'll do.
Fucking don't be an e-beggar like the rest of the fucking world, mate.
I've never been an
Stop,
e-beggar.
stop turning the conversation round. Oh, here we go. E-begging. Here we go.
But the thing is, Craig, on as far as myself, I can put up a cash app anytime I friggin' want. At the end of the day, that's not me. That's not me. You know, there's a few channels I do give a couple of bob to support them because I like their content or whatever. But it's like I don't sit on a fucking computer for 18 hours a day e-begging and coming up with brilliant business ideas which are failures when they come out of their mouth.
Johnny.
Yeah, they're correct. But anyhow, at the end of the day, Craig, life's to be enjoyed, not endured.
I exactly agree with that, boys. Like, life is there to enjoy. If you're gonna beg to be like surviving in life, fuck me. What I spend on beer and cigarettes a week, I can buy another house. I've already got 5 houses. What do I need another one for?
Yeah, hang on, Craig. I disagree with some of that. If a guy decides that he wants to come into YouTube to e-beg and make some money, then let him do it. Good on him if he makes money. It's totally up to him. Nothing to do with us guys going, oh, he's e-begging. Yeah, he doesn't do nothing but sit on the couch, eat Doritos and reads the chat and then gets donations. Well, good for him. That's
correct. Yeah, but Andy, I can understand an old bloke doing it, not a young bloke paying for his own backpacking tour around the world or something like that, like that doesn't have a job or has never had a job. Like that, there's a whole different scenario there.
Yeah, but he's found a little gap into how he can make income. Let him do it. Who you have to think about is the people that donate. Are they like compass mentors? If they do, then good luck to the guy that's doing it. I have no complaints about e-beggars. None.
All right, Andy, let's put it a different way. If someone shouts out your name, why don't you donate to me? And then you get blocked on YouTube, which you're already paying the internet to use to join their live streams or their chats, and you don't donate. How does that work, Andy? Make this as like just a general overlay of a thought. Is the power being misled and the use of having the internet as only
well said. Good point. I like the debate. Good point. But I'll still go back to what I said originally. If somebody that can't be bothered to get a proper job and do the apprenticeship or work for whatever, and they want to go around and they find gullible people to donate so they can live, then that's not their problem. They're just exploiting an area of the internet that gives them money and they can live their life to the level that they want to live it. Not a good one, but I'm just saying nothing wrong with the e-beggar. It's the people that donate that support it.
Yeah, I can understand the whole one side of it, but the other side of it, these people are constantly begging, Andy.
Yeah.
And giving nothing, giving nothing toward, look at the life. Well, I don't know if there's any lifesavers in the UK. Obviously, you're from UK. Yeah, you've got no boundaries on water that you people can't swim, and most Australians can't swim anyway. So,
what's your point?
Yeah, it's going to be like a 6-hour conversation. How many beers?
Yeah, I know. No. I'll pull up to a bar next to you, and we'll have that convo. No, I understand exactly.
To some extent, there, I agree with Craig, right? But I do give sometimes to people I think are doing a very good job. Probably once or twice a year. I won't give them much. I'll give them 10, 20 bucks. But like Craig said with the e-bag, it's out of fucking control, some of it. You know, give. Give for fucking what? You're sitting on a fucking couch and doing nothing.
Oh, no, I get all that.
Like Craig said, you know, if the content's good and I'm enjoying it, well, okay, well, what do you want to do? You want to give them 10 bucks? 10 bucks for Netflix.
No, I get that. And as I said as an example, the guy that sits on his couch eating Doritos and drinking like Stella beer, and he's getting donos for it, don't blame the guy that's doing it. Blame the guys that are donating, because they're diminishing the entertainment. What I'm trying to say is that they've seen a little gap. Yes, of course they should get a proper job. I get all that. But the problem, don't blame them. Don't blame them. Blame the whole structure of how it works. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Andy. You're exactly right. But how many commoners in this world now have gone like, what would you say, soft in their old life, like in their young life? These people, some of these people are young. They're not elderly like yourself. Well, why are they donating their hard-earned money? What are you looking for? Sympathy or like a hard good?
No, I agree with that. No, I agree with everything you're saying, because I think the people that do that are a waste of time. I'm just not blaming them for what they do.
This is a comment from Wolf, and I bet you Johnny's going to say something. But certain people attacked Barry the Boss, right, for years, and now they've turned out worse.
Steve, they just followed the trend because they're begging as well, but they're glorifying themselves as being someone else that they're not. Me, you, Johnny Siam, Banana King, Stephen, all the rest, Andy, we're not beggars. We make money. We've made money, and we can actually afford to live. I'm still under you guys, like, because I'm a little bit younger. I'm only 50, you're all 55, 60, 65. You're not penny pinchers. You're not penny pinchers. You're blokes that are actually experienced.
Right, to me, it's a hobby, right? It's something to do. It's just a hobby for me. I don't want to make money. I would like to make money, but I'm not going to. I know that. And that's the way we all feel. You know, it's a hobby. But when it no longer becomes a hobby and becomes a business, that's when you get all eBay and, you know, give me money. I'm going to buy this, going to buy that. That's fucking out of control.
Well, am I right in saying, hang a sec, Craig. Am I right in saying, Stephen and Johnny as well, because you're the old timers in this genre? Have you ever taken like donations? You've never had PayPal's attached to the channels, right? Ever? You've never.
We did, but it was back in the days of Talkback, and the money that came in was donos for people in Myanmar, stuff like that. I would never ever.
I can't remember donos on your channel, and I was watching it.
Yeah, we did.
It was money used that was sent to do some good for others.
You did get it. You got donos on Global.
We didn't get a hell of a lot, Andy, but what we did get went back into running the channel, like paying for StreamYard and stuff. But we did a thing for Myanmar. We did a thing for Myanmar. It collected about $350, $400 US, and I paid all the taxes on it, like from what do you call it, Super Chat, because they take out 25%. So I put a lot of money into it, but I don't give a shit. And that's the only time
you got all your headphones. Sorry? Is that how you got all your headphones?
Yeah, well, they were stolen. I'm a good shoplifter, mate. You wouldn't even know.
Don't forget the microphone.
You walk in with a cheap pair. Listen to me. Walk in with a cheap pair, you buy for $10, and walk out with one for about $400.
I got to learn from you, Steve. Listen, I never knew. I used to know Talkback Thailand way back, you know, and I remember going on it way back. We're talking about 7-8 years, but I never saw donos coming up on the chat. Never saw any of that.
We never pushed it. We never pushed it.
It was there,
Oh, it's
Andy.
here. Oh,
It was there, but it was never ever pushed.
No, we never pushed
yeah,
it. Ever.
yeah.
And
Only the one time over Myanmar, that was it.
You know that. I think that was about the only time we ever ran that one, Stephen, for Myanmar. When the
Okay,
went into
can
it.
I make a suggestion?
Yes.
Can What's Up Thailand now start getting donos? And I want how many of us is there? There's 4, 5, 5. I want 12% of the takings.
Well,
What do you want 12% for?
I won't tell you what they are. I don't care.
Because his birthday's on the 12th and he wants 12% of everything. Well, you know what you can take? You can take 12% of my Jewish cock, mate.
Well, Andy should get 50% because he was going to pull out his cock last week, so Andy gets 50%.
Yeah, but
I'll pull out everything.
If he pulls it out.
The whole part about it is
Andy, no, after. Private chat, mate, private chat.
5 12s don't equal 100. Not last time I went to school.
Yeah, well, 5 12s actually equals 60 there, Johnny. So
yeah, I know that. That's what I'm saying.
Cubic meters and all the rest that you need on a building site, mate. So, Johnny, if you ever need a foreman, sign me up.
I will soon. I will soon. We've been about a couple of years, 18 months to 2 years, Craig. I will need a foreman. How's your Thai language?
Yeah, well, I'll actually start I'll actually do the international dating thing sooner or later. I'll get my wife on board, and then she'll be like, yeah, swaying the way, and yeah, no, don't worry, I can actually infuriate that situation, mate. So
we're going to have a project coming on in a couple of years.
I don't build one stories. It's going to be 3 or more.
I do too. I do 2 stories. That's what I like. That's what I do. And you're
still a sandwich maker. You're still a sandwich maker, mate. So
you've seen what I do, Craig.
I've seen what you've done, mate. It's impressive, but I could probably do it even faster than what you did in Melbourne. I want to go have a piss, boys. Enjoy.
Right.
I'm gonna hang me 6.5 mils out.
Not going to be live, is it, Craig?
Hey, Craig, you're going to hang it. You're going to hang 1 inch into the wind, and I hope it turns into 2.
Fucking Craig might come back with a 10-footer if he puts it out the window.
I like Craig.
He's a good guy.
No, he can be a knucklehead, but he is. He genuinely, he's a bloke that I'd love to meet up and have a beer with. We before we all fuck off from Australia and that, get Adrian and us two, and go and catch up with Craig and have an ale or 15 or 20.
Yeah.
That's another thing we got to do, Adrian. Catch up the Dolphins Footy Club and have a fucking couple of beers and another mate of ours.
Johnny.
Anyhow,
I'm just thinking back to the, several years ago, the guy that kind of started, I think he helped start all this e-begging on YouTube is Casey Neistat. Do you remember Casey Neistat? He used to ride a skateboard around New York.
Yeah.
He had the stupid glasses and
every fucking YouTuber was copying him, Adrian.
Everyone copied Casey Neistat because he got everything donated to him, and he showed that you can live off YouTube, basically.
Yeah, you got keys in the ignition and they're making the coffee. Oh, Jesus.
Everyone
the other one was the Thai genre. That one of the best e-beggars was an American, obviously. You'll have to he's still going with, if you're coming to Thailand, I'll send you a SIM card, and some change and that to get to a hotel, and help you book hotels and all that kind of shit. Didn't they? And JC, that's correct, Adrian. Thank you very much for helping me out on that one. The bastards, after all these years, he's still peddling the same fucking bike up and down the street. And he's still getting fools that believe it. And we've been at this kind of stuff, telling people, and you know, and we're open to information that we give out. And that's what I enjoy about our collaborations. We've all got different experiences, and but the one thing about it is we'll tell people about stuff, and we don't charge them one fucking razoo, not a cent, not a baht, not a satang. And these maggots are still peddling their wares. That's what pisses me off about YouTube.
I thought JC's good. I don't mind his videos.
Who's JC?
He's bigger, but
he's a fucking Yankee cunt. He was with Tony Robbins and all that scam shit.
Yeah.
And he kind of run away to
Come on, Johnny. Have you never met in your whole life living in Victoria? You've never met a scammer in your life?
Obviously, I threw one off my property the other day. Before I come over.
See, it's just like YouTube, and that's what YouTube should be about. It should be about, like, you click onto something, if you don't like it in the first 5 minutes, don't sub to the cunt. But if it's actually
you're right, Craig, and that's when I first started on YouTube, Craig, because I used to watch these people to see how they operated, what they were doing, and to gain a little bit of information. And in the end, I just thought, you scamming pack of cunts. So I opened up a channel, and everything they were selling, I was putting out for free. So I became the most hated person around for fucking years because I destroyed their fucking incomes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm proud of it.
You start to steal something from someone else that you're giving away for free. It's like building advice. Everyone says to me, give building advice. Open up a YouTube channel and show what you do. You know what, Johnny? What I do, every other fucker already does, and they're promoted by other, handymen or fucking products and all the rest. I don't need this entertainment fucking life. I like getting on here, having a couple of beers, talking to Aussie blokes, or, well, most Aussie blokes. I don't talk to the Americans. I don't talk to fucking the Philippines. Well, I've got a few Filipinos I'm talking private to, and all the rest of it. But on the building side, most cunts over here have got no fucking idea. They're just set with, where's the question mark at the end of the story?
Look, I understand what you're saying, Craig. And back in the earlier days, there was quite a few channels, like, look at me, and for, a couple of dollars, I can send you the paperwork and show you how to do this. And I used to look and say, you scamming fucking cunts. It's freely available. But I looked at it and said, well, half the people that your viewers are dumb cunts, so I just put it out there for free. And they didn't like it. But the whole thing is, why was I doing it? It was to expose them that if you're that dumb, you pay for it. If not, I'll show you how to do it because I've done it that many times, Can I ask?
Sorry, go on.
Go ahead.
I was going to ask a question. I understand AdSense from YouTube, the commercials that are played on channels or whatever, if you've monetized. Super chats. So if someone on a super chat donates $50 to a PayPal account, how much does YouTube take from that?
20%.
I think it's 30, John. I think it's 30.
No, YouTube take 20 and PayPal take 10. So it's about 30 between the two of them, but they're both the same.
It's a difference in between a business and a platform there, Andy. So you always they're robbers worse than a bank is. So.
Yeah, but another one that pushes the begging business is American in Bangkok. He pushes it all the time, but you know, you do get pretty good content out of him. There's Warren Gerdes pushes it, you know, but you know, it's up to them. But I got no objections to it. If you want to pay it, it's up to you.
Clark,
that's it.
How many people still have a postal, like a private postal box? Why not send it to that?
Well,
cash, cash.
Yeah.
And would that work out?
Yeah,
Like,
probably. Do you really want to give your address out on these channels with all these maniacs around?
It's a postal box. It's a postal box.
Yeah,
you pay for it. You pay your $20 a month or your fucking $500 a year or whatever. Then it works out. What about send cash through the mail?
Yeah.
If you're making good content.
Many years ago,
is that a mafia? Is that a mafia, like an Australian mafia thing, or
it's a YouTube? It's a YouTube bloody thing where they own YouTube, they own Google, they own fucking PayPal, where you know the whole lot of it. And if you're talking about a mafia, you're talking about that's what they are, because anything you take a breath and they want half of it.
Craig, you go back 10 years ago, yes, that was people used to do that at the post office box. Yeah, they send it to that and blah. Google, YouTube was missing out. So then they put in click to pay. What's it called? That little button you can hit. It's so easy to do now. So people will do that rather than post it to you.
One more.
Another clock coming out.
One more drink there. One more drink and then go to bed.
This is what Johnny. It's like it's never ending. When he's excited, it's on.
Oh, jeez, don't drink that shit, Johnny. Jesus.
I don't drink it. Father-in-law drinks it.
Oh.
No, you're not going to be ting-tong tonight.
It doesn't matter anyway, Johnny. When you go to sleep, everyone else will be happy.
Good night, Dad. I'm just saying good night to my father-in-law. He's had a couple of drinks today, and yeah, the poor old bugger. I bury him fucking very regularly. One time I had to carry him to bed.
Has he got a CCTV camera up there above the door to keep an eye on you?
Yeah, just behind me there's a camera.
No, Banana King, he's got a heart monitor, everything in his room for fucking Johnny, just in case he does go. So.
You know, the one thing about it, and this is the thing that I've said for a long time. When I met my wife and we got married and all the rest of it, the family. And it's not throwing money around and shit like that. No, it's about you're a part of the family. You're over here. You're on a holiday. Come and see us. And when I do most of my travelling around, see family. You know, I've eaten all the crabs and fucking prawns and fish to last me a fucking year. Yes, it's expensive in Australia, so you gorge out on it. I love bowls. I love noodles and shit like that. It's fish the way it's done here. I've had enough.
Johnny, do you still remember your vows?
Pardon?
Do you still remember your vows?
My vows?
Yeah, you.
Of course. Why is that, Craig?
No, your vows for when you're married.
Oh, me vows? I'll take your bank book, you take mine, and we'll live happily ever after.
I thought you said vowels.
Yeah. No.
I was thinking AEIOU too.
Yeah, no, I put it in there early, so mate, I'm getting too smart.
The one thing about it, Craig, when we got married at an Ampur, which is like it's a legal wedding. It wasn't the big flash fucking bullshit wedding where all the parasites come along. The whole thing was it was family, and we went and did that. Not a problem. And the one thing,
even families parasites, mate. There's certain people in the family that are parasites.
Oh, look, in honesty, to start with, there was a little bit of stuff, and no means no. And all these years later, there's none of that. Like if I go to Rayong, I don't have to put I have to just about stamp my feet and throw a tantrum to fucking pay for stuff. If I come here, it's a little bit the same, and just say no, I don't expect to live for free.
Johnny, is it 6 o'clock over there yet? Because you're blind as a cat.
No, I'm not. I've had fuck all beer today, Greg. I'm not even on to me third fucking box. No, actually, I've only had about 4 bottles today so far. But the one thing about it is
the last half an hour.
Life.
Exactly, Clark. He's had 4 in the last hour. He's fucked. He's fried.
Oh, Craig, I'd like to go and have a fucking drink with you, and then I'd throw you on my fucking shoulder and carry home, you dumb cunt.
Oh, settle down, young fella. You couldn't carry me. I'm double your weight and fucking better looking than you'll ever be.
Once upon a time, I used to lump meat, and it was all fucking ugly, so it don't fucking matter. Just throw it on the shoulder, get the balance, and carry it.
Yeah, don't worry, Johnny. I've got a mate that used to actually slaughter stuff, and he's actually scared of me. So
it's got me fucked why.
It's not my personality; it's my charisma, mate.
Oh, you're got about as much charisma as a fucking hatchet.
Somehow I've got an image of Johnny on the motorbike with the sidecar and Craig's in the sidecar and they're going up to the local drink.
Oh, that'd be great, mate. Adrian, that'd be great. So, when we get
but no, King. But my cock hanging out the back, so the backwash is not like when I'm pissed and standing up and saying, Johnny, keep the mic steady, and the wind.
I tell you what,
blowing all the piss over Johnny's face.
When we get the project done, catch up. I said, come on over, mate. And the Thai motorbike and sidecar things are very similar to the Philippines.
Everything's similar in life, mate. It's very similar in life.
Take you for a drive around, and believe me, I certainly know how to handle the fucking things.
No, I'm sure you, mate. I'm not you're not putting your fingerprints on my cock, mate. You can hold it as long as you got rubber gloves on.
No, I don't want to go into your cock. I just want to check your virginity with me middle finger.
Okay, gentlemen, that's an interesting conversation.
Yeah, that's Steve. See, he goes down the wrong lane. He just wants to It's like at a BP service station or something. We want to check your propane.
Hang on, you're letting away your secrets, Craig. A BP service station out the back in the truck stop. Oh, you slut!
I'll give another beer just because you called me a slut, you old cunt.
Yeah, the stops at the BP, Craig. Now you're giving away your stories now, Craig. Oh, dear, oh dear. Where did you go, Dormock?
Gotti, I don't share anything. I like your life adventures with all these blokes, like all you old blokes and Banana King and everything. Go like, idolise everything the Banana King's done, like built, like moving and doing all the like boat and the gates and fucking renovating houses. And Andy doing these other things. Like, man, I love this shit. I live for this shit. But you know when you're in a foreign country, what you really do? It's a whole nother beginning.
Craig, I will tell you, thank you for that comment. You know, like what we've done in foreign countries and stuff like that, at our own. You know, we're older, but the whole thing about it is we're not wheelchair bound, we're not nothing like that. We're very active, very astute. And for a young fellow like you to actually recognise that, I thank you for that, Craig.
It's called respect.
Yeah, no, I've got respect for like blokes even 2 years older than me. I don't have respect for blokes 22 years younger than me. They're thinking they're fucking giants and all the rest of it. Like,
yeah, Craig, I think you would actually love.
I still have the patience to fuck up those young cunts. Like, it's probably,
I think
probably never glorified.
Craig, I think you would actually get on with the Asian way, the Thai way. Not that I'm saying, you know, do it, if you won't. But I think you would accept, because you respect, and Thailand's all about respect. And even though you think you can do something better than your elders, you treat them with respect, and then you get your own way anyway, if you treat them with respect, because they understand that you're maybe more knowledgeable than they are. But it's all about how you treat them in the beginning. You know what I mean? If you waltz in like many Falang, oh, I know what to do, you're a load of crap, you don't know what you're doing, how do you do? You're not going to get anywhere. But as Johnny will know, because Johnny's experienced this. So you just treat them in a way, like not manipulate maybe, but you just show them respect and then casually invite them to, what about this way or whatever, and they'll love it and they'll follow it forever when you leave. Johnny knows. I spoke with Johnny about this. He knows that. He knows that, right, Johnny?
Yeah. Well, I used to help my father-in-law out with some of his projects. Do the majority of the plumbing and the roofing stuff, and I never asked him for one baht, and he never gave me one baht. But what he made sure is if I was going somewhere or wherever or what we were doing, what the wife was talking about was different, you know, whatever, girlfriend at the time. That was their negotiations, not mine. We were spending time together, we were doing a job, shit like that. I enjoyed it, and I many years used to come across and help the father-in-law. There's a whole part about it with we're family. So I didn't need the money. So I didn't worry me.
No, but the point I'm trying to make is I've seen many Falang in Thailand. Falang, Craig, is foreigners, right? They come here and they try very, very strongly, this is the way we should do it. And they don't stand a chance. There is a way to deal with Asian people, and that is for them to accept you first, and then you whittle your way in to get your own way. But it's a way you have to treat. If you go in gung ho, you'll be on the next plane home. That's the way they work here. They
Exactly, Andy. I still see many a foreigner doing that, and it's not the way to do it. just because you got $1 million in the bank doesn't make you part of the community.
No.
It's hard to win your way into a community and become just a friendly person. Hey, you got cash. You got one. Say you got 1.5 million, and another friend's got 1 million. Don't be like them.
Well, no, I can give you an example, and I won't go on along. But there was somebody on a chat on a channel a few days ago said, "I'm an old radio presenter that doesn't know what he's doing." But when I came here in 1987 or 83, but 87, I had an opportunity to be part of the first English live radio station here. I knew loads because I was listening to the BBC, the pirate radio stations, and I knew so much more than they did. Did I show that off? No. I just joined their group, and then when we had meetings, what about should we do this? I just suggested maybe we should do this, and everyone thought about it and went, well, it was a tried and tested thing that I was saying, but I didn't say that's what you have to do. And they go, oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, let's do that. But if I'd gone in there going, right, this is the way we're doing it, guys, da-di-da-di-da, I would never have been here now. And that station grew from me not showing off, but not being pretentious and not being angry or this is what's going on, or dominant, probably the word. And I had people above me that had no fucking clue what they were doing. But I accepted that, and I just slowly helped them build what now it is. And I think that is the way to do as a foreigner in not your own country, is the way to go about it.
A lot of people, Andy, go to Thailand to live or retire or whatever, and it's an opportunity to start a new life. Not so much for you, Craig, because you're pretty much younger than us. And you go there, and a lot of these people that go over there, they take their fucking dirty habits with them, their expertise and everything. And the Thais don't want to fucking hear it. That goes on a lot. That's why I don't watch many YouTube channels from Thailand anymore. They're just full of shit. Seriously.
Well, you can't go bouldering into another country, even though you probably 9 out of 10 times know much better how to do it than they do. You forgive that. You forgo that. And you go, all right, this is the way they're going to do it. And if you're here for long term, it's a slow progression on, yeah, they'll find out, they'll do it. I'll just suggest, I'll lay back and say, well, that went wrong. Yeah, well, maybe because of this or that or whatever. But it's the way you do it. You have to be polite, in Asia especially. You have to be polite and you have to work your way in. Once you work your way in, it's gold because they love you. And you've never been the guy that is like, this is what's going down, and this is this and this. And I've seen so many come and fail, I mean, I've got so many stories about that, So,
yeah, me too.
Andy, it's much like anywhere in the world, somewhere that you go, can you change like your neighborhood? Can you change like your local council? Can you change your building code? Can you change something? You got to work with what's already there. You've got to understand it and educate yourself on how something works, and then slowly, very slowly. And most people don't have that steady moment on understanding how to change it. But if you meet someone new, like in a scenario of they're inspirational and they're ready to grow, you can actually work with those people and fast track it. And Andy, I can see, I actually thought that you were actually a little bit older than what you were, but you're actually a younger bloke in the mind that actually understands situations and how things work. Most of the other people are just like, yeah, like you say, gung-ho. And I think gung-ho is a word from America, like not from Australia or England or all the rest of it. Like the culture separation on everything is, you got to think how many nations actually jumping in and trying to say, well, I've got money, I can change it. You can't change anything unless you've got one or two people that are actually great manipulators, communicators, understanders of the people. And even the local people, they think that they know, but they don't know. They can't change something. There's other people that could get involved, and it's like a lady. She gets in your life, we all fall in love. What happens?
Yeah.
We end up in a shit stink situation 10 years, 20 years on. You're not in one of those positions. Even Banana King, even fucking Clarky, you maybe, I don't know what you're doing, but yeah, everyone's in one of those, like, gung ho, I want to be Genghis Khan, but who are you really?
That's great. Yeah, that's fine, and that's why I reckon you could really get on well here. But you know, you have your own thing that you're doing, and that's lovely, and your comfort zones and that. But other people, when they come here, they just have to take their skills and let it work. You know, because it's a different culture, and you know they're immediately not thinking the same as you. So you have to slowly, by experience, slowly. I don't want to use the word educate because they're educated, but the way that it's going to work, and that's the way to go, in my opinion. But hey, you know, what do I fucking know?
Well, I as you know, I spent quite a few years in the Philippines, and started up a little construction company. It was very interesting. It was kind of pissed me off, but a bit of an eye too.
You're breaking up, Johnny. We can't hear you. You're breaking up.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's not your fault. But
Back a while ago, like the rest of the Philippines.
I can't stand him.
I taught him quite a few, and I saw a Philippines video of basically typical Filipino, he being a girl. And she said, "Oh, I had a brilliant carpenter, and he is so fantastic. Look at the way he made this and way he made that." And I thought, yeah, I know exactly why he fucking knows that because I taught him that shit 12 years in the Philippines. I think when I first got there, he was a young kid that I hired, and he stayed with me for 12 years, working in the construction company. So, of course, he knows how to do stuff because I fucking taught him. And all of a sudden, he's a fucking expert. I was half joyous and the other half was angry to say, well, yeah, think of your own ideas, can't. But anyhow, that's life.
Johnny, have another beer. Have another beer.
Hey, Craig, I haven't fallen over yet, so of course I'm going to. and that doesn't happen.
He only sleeps where he drops.
That doesn't happen, Craig. I have been in this fucking cornflakes for the morning.
I've found I'm getting a lot more patient with people as I get older, Johnny. I'm getting a lot more patient. Before I start yelling and belittling people, I kind of think a lot more before I do it now. And I often find that it's uncalled for. Like whatever they're doing, I would have been overreacting if I did immediately
I think you're totally right, Adrian. I've got to the stage now. Like, if somebody's going to rip me off or whatever, it's either throw it back where it comes from and go and get fucked, or just pay the bill and just walk away. It's not worth the stress.
yeah, there you go. The negative energy is not worth it.
Exactly
it's
right.
It's just not worth it.
It's not. I want to live harmonious life. Like in the back camera, you kind of say, me and my father-in-law have a he's drinking Hong Kong, you know. But anyhow, that's up to him.
Hong Kong.
And that's fine. Couple of drinks. You know, he heads off to bed. You know, he goes off and does his little job through the day and whatever. If he wants a hand, and he says, "Oh, can you come with me?" I'm, yep, no worries, I'll go with you. I'm certainly not beyond that, you know, helping him out.
Yeah, I think
Johnny, does he have responsibilities tomorrow? Because you're an expat over there, and you're cash fueled up. He's got responsibilities, and he's not relying on you. So how is the situation there any different to Australia, to your neighbour?
Actually, in Australia, Craig, I've got some bloody ripping good neighbours. Look, I've got some of the best neighbours in the fucking world. But the thing is, don't forget, we go back a lot of years. Pretty well close to 15 fucking years with my family type thing. For my first interaction, and it's you know, oh, can I help you do this? You know, pick up that and carry that. I've helped bag rice. I've helped do a lot of things. It's all about family. It's all about the village. It's all about, you know, getting along with people. I haven't been the loudmouth, you know, fucking, oh, look, I'll just hire another fucking 20 blokes and we'll get that done in a minute, you know. No, that's disrespectful. The whole part of it is when you're asked to do something, if you say no, Christ, you're a piece of shit. If you say yeah, that's gaining your respect into the family and part of the community.
And we'll get respected. Listen, guys, I'm going to say good night. So I'd like to thank Adrian and Stephen, and also Craig and Johnny. Yeah, I'm just going to leave and carry on as you want or whatever.
All right, mate.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Okay.
Look, Johnny, there's a banana queen there behind me. She says,
"Oh, hello."
Hello.
Hey, Jenny.
Hello, Jenny. How are you?
Long live Lampang.
Okay, guys. Bye-bye.
See you later, Annie. Have a good one.
Yeah, and you.
There's an example. Johnny, there's an example. I bought it's called a launch and relieve catch hook for the boat trailer, right? So you can basically do your boat by yourself. You just put it on launch, then it's held by a spring-loaded hook at the front of the boat on the trailer. You back into the water and then you just motor the boat forward to unload the hook, and then it opens, and then you can put it in reverse and drive straight off the trailer, right? So we're down the boat ramp, and I've got her in the boat, working the motor. I'm backing the car down the ramp. So I said, start it up and put it in. I'm in the car and she's in the boat. I said, start it up and put it in, come forward a bit. And she does that and click. You know, you can hear when the hook releases. And it's, okay, now take it off the trailer, reverse. Then she's driving the shit out of in reverse, and the trailer's all loading up on the car on the ramp. I'm going, stuck. Hang on. I said, just hang on there. So I'll drive up the ramp a bit and then roll back down pretty quick and bang the brakes on, you know, and try and bump the boat off. And I'm doing this about 20 times. I'm going to use. Is the hook? Have a look at the hook. Is the hook unlatched? You know, the hook's open. Then we'll get it off the trailer, reversing, and we're doing this for about 10 minutes. I'm getting the shit. But I didn't yell at her. Like, I was still making that yelling mood. What I did, I said, hang on. Stop the motor, and I'll take it up the ramp. Well, guess what? Knucklehead hadn't undone the 2 straps on the transom to the trailer, you know, so it was still. But
it all came down to the fucking foreigner for the problem, Banana King.
It was a captain, was it?
This is an example of like don't immediately like attack people like coming to think about what you're doing first. Wait until you're 100%.
All right, I might take off, guys. Good to see you, Craig. Good to have you on, mate. See you later, Johnny.
Yeah, likewise, Steve. It was
mate.
a very influential, educational sort of part, and hopefully the few boys you stick together and all the rest, because these are the great streams, mate. These are great panels.
Oh,
the
thanks,
Aussies
Craig.
can get together, so man, I love it. I really enjoy it. So,
Oh,
man, I used to go down Friday nights and fucking all the rest of it. Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and fight at the pub. Like, it's very safe at home nowadays. Even though the cyclone's coming, Banana King missed the whole thing. Mate, we might be hitting it tomorrow. So, and I know you're not going to go live because you've got more important things to do. So, I might be actually wading out in the backyard, fucking 3 meters of water, fucking, and floating my own 2 boats, pulling one out of the shed and the other one in the front yard, fucking getting it above. What would you say? Fucking high tide and fucking refueling the cunt, fucking. But, mate, it's been great. And that's what I like about you blokes that still stick together. Never give up YouTube, you old cunts. Like.
Oh, thanks, Craig. All right, see you, mate. See you.
Yeah, good luck tonight with the cyclone. I hope the worst of it comes tomorrow in the daylight, because that's about it. But yeah, be safe.
Mate, Banana King, I'll put all my collectibles, all my Lego. It's all being pulled out of the office and all the rest of it. So
yeah.
There's 20 grand of fucking Lego in there. I'll pull it because I want it to float away.
Yeah, good on you, mate.
No one does.
Yeah.
Stay safe, Craig. And
don't worry about me, mate. I'm a fucking Aussie. I'm a fucking real Aussie cut with no muscles. But I can punch on.
Stay safe. Use your brains. I know you've got one somewhere there.
If Craig keeps talking, that cyclone won't come anywhere near his place if he keeps talking.
Mate, Johnny, you know there's actually 3 muscles in a penis?
What?
There's actually 3 muscles in a penis to get it hard.
Well, actually, Craig, mine's 1, and it's a fucking big one.
Fucking here we go with a fucking Scandinavian story or something like fucking fuck off, Johnny. Enjoy your afternoon in Thailand or wherever you are. Steve Clark, again, mate, rock on with that guitar. Like, pop out some Banana King. I want to come up there and visit you with no fight, no violence. I actually want to do something with you. And just go crocodile hunting. I don't mean crocodile hunting.
We'll go fishing, Craig.
Yeah, no, I love it, mate. I love it. I haven't done it because my wife actually put boundaries on me.
Yeah, we'll go fishing. We'll go to the meat raffle. We'll go to the meat raffles and fishing.
Oh, fuck me. The meat raffles, I can still do that down in Brizzy. Let's get out there and fucking actually fight fucking barramundi, fucking little codfish and all the rest of it, river estuary fish and all the rest.
Craig, I could teach you a little bit of chemistry, which is fun for fishing.
Let's just say, Johnny, whatever you can teach me in your old age, I'd be well worthy of listening to.
No worries, Craig. It'd be good. It'd be good to meet up, Craig, and have a couple of beers, have a bit of fun, mate.
Oh, mate, I don't fuck tramps, but I do like to have a good food on my own.
Before I end up wearing food, that'll happen.
All right.
And you do know I never said anything bad about your missus as well.
Knock it off, banana. That was fucking 3 years ago. I've let that
Yeah,
go.
I know, but I still think about that. Who set that up?
Well, my wife would knock your fucking teeth, the last teeth out. Like, don't worry about that. I've taught her how to fight. Don't worry about that, mate. That's only YouTube.
All right, Craig.
She actually come to your house and teach you how to cook a barbecue.
This YouTube drama.
Nah, I'm not into it, mate. I'm not into it. I'm here for a good time. Sing a couple of beers, have a couple of fucking old. And I don't want to say the word fags because fucking Johnny's a fag. Like fucking, but yeah.
Oh, I don't get Johnny going. Hey, we're all going to pack it in, Craig. We're calling it a night. We're going to shut it down.
Johnny, see your square fish? Have a look at mine. They're punching fists, mate.
Yeah, I tell you what, Craig.
Johnny, you got long fingers but no knuckles. Actually, Banana King's actually he's actually had a few fights. I can tell by his knuckles.
Craig, why haven't I got any knuckles? Ask yourself that question.
Let's just say, Johnny, my daughter would knock you out if I told her.
Oh, look, the one thing about it, Craig, dream on.
Johnny, you didn't ask how many daughters I had.
Yeah, but the whole part about it, look, family and friends, not a problem. We can have a party.
That's what I like about. That's what I like about social media. People that actually understand what real life's about.
No, I'm not.
I'm gonna knock it off, and I don't mean knock one out, Johnny.
All right, mate. Good night.
It's a bit late to have a wank, but yeah, no, all good, mate. So,
all right, take care of yourself.
Sorry about the nostril slights, because everyone's putting their cranes down in Australia, in Queensland, anyway.
All right, mate. Take care.
Bye. Johnny, I think I'll shut down my
shut it down, Adrian.
Operation. Thanks everyone in the chat for coming along. It's been a good night, and I think we've all had a bit of fun. We'll catch up next week. Cheers. See you all later.
All right. Bye-bye.
Now,
end stream.
end stream.